I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
All right. We back. This is Batman is building an empire. What type of mood is Joey going to be in this evening after his interaction with Trina? Joey does have a StreamYard link here. I'm going to add this to the chat. Feel free to do with it what you like. There we go. That's that. We got live chat up. StreamYard link in chat. All right, let me turn my microphone down here a little bit. So Batman is building an empire. Let's go.
All right, folks, welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio.
Bathroom stream.
How is everybody doing out there? I hope you are doing well. So, yeah, like I said, we just going to be having fun on here now. We're going to have fun and talk and get paid to do it. That was the whole point of building this business. This is why everybody wants this to be, their career. And unfortunately for them, it isn't. And fortunately for me, it is. You understand? But yeah, people can do what they do, man. People can feel how they feel, man. You're all entitled to your opinion, you feel me? But yeah, I got folks in their feelings for real, for real. And I find it quite funny. You understand? But yeah, like we gonna exercise all the features over here. Everything,
yes, sir, CIA.
But yeah, like I said, all them folks, they wish that they could make digital money. All of them. Unfortunately for you, it's clearly never going to happen. It's all right. We'll get through this.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I'm not kidding, man. Like I be moving mountains, and these folks just be in they feelings like nonstop, bro. It'd be like a big, like I don't know. It's like a feelings extravaganza. You know what I mean? I told y'all every time I come on here, they want to have a sensitivity contest. And like I said, it's just crazy that all these folks, like I said, nobody does their job, and they just let them do whatever they want and let them run around rampant when it's clear what they doing is wrong, right? It's clear what's going on. It's like Tupac said, the picture's clear, but we can't see. You understand? It's clear as day what's going on. So I'm guessing that this stuff been going on for a long time, like decades to centuries. Like I'm sure this been going on a long time, and that's what I'm saying. Nah, they give these folks a pass, bro. They all corrupt. They give these folks a pass. They let them do what they want. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You understand? So yeah, like I said, man, over here you already know what it is. Like I said, we're gonna continue to win. We're gonna continue to build. Like I said, there's no fear here, man. You understand? That's why, like, all I do is stand up. Like I said, I stand up to corruption for a living. This is what I do. You heard me? So, like I said, God always put me in the right place at the right time. For me personally, I just keep on working on building, growing, evolving. Like that's what I pay attention to, my growth. Like I said, I don't know how many I'm at now. I think it's like 226 world records, something crazy like that. Can you imagine? Imagine these folks in their feelings with a man who got 226 plus world records. The man who had over $300,000 in a bank account. The man who was cashing oil checks for over $1,000. The man who sold mineral rights and oil royalties for 10 G's. The man who before that was making and spending 10 G's a month. The man who had apartment after apartment after apartment that cost more than anything y'all will ever have and have ever had and have right now. How about that? Every time, bro. All my rent was expensive as hell. What are you talking about? I just went from rent to ownership real quick, homie. And the difference is when I was renting, it was either all paid for up front by me, cash, right? Or what do you call it? What was it? How did I do it back in the day? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I just know I was on top of everything. Like literally on top of everything. You understand regarding my finances? Like, are you serious, bro? Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, I used to pay my rent with my dividends. Real talk, I was living off dividends, and these folks was in their feelings because they saw me and they was like, "Look how big, he getting." Like, look, like that's the thing. Like, I had old friends, bro. I'm used to folks like this that stay in their feelings. You know what I mean? With my success, because it's just inevitable. Like that's the thing they teach you. Like if you listen to these videos, it tells you like you're gonna lose friendships, right? But they were fake friends. They were people who weren't meant to be.
CIA.
I don't care about that. Like I said, these folks come on here, they do the same thing over and over typing. I don't care about that. You understand? I'm just waiting for you to figure it out. I mean, I felt the same way this entire time. I've never felt anything on this network ever. I've never been phased. I've never been moved, and I for sure ain't never been faded.
With your fat ass.
So I don't understand anything or anyone who follows the same formula that's a formula for failure. But then again, you look at their circumstances, right? You look at how they move, and I've witnessed some of this firsthand and seen how these people do things. And it's no surprise. It's like, oh, okay, that's why everything like that for you, because you have the formula for failure. You know what I mean? Like they all act like they invisible. Like, yeah, you don't have an identity, but you're not invisible. So, like I said, I mean, the reason why I don't call any of you out publicly is because you don't have an identity. You have failed to acquire a seat at this table. You cannot sit at my table, right? You have failed to even acquire an identity, and you're online looking for one every day. These are people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and up. These are grown adults, bro. I mean, if you don't have an identity by now, clearly you're doing something wrong, don't you think? Like if you look around, do you see anyone else spending their time doing the things that you're doing? You understand? Like you see people making a living. You see people focused on what matters. You see people building relationships and connections like I'm doing. Like that's what these people think. They literally say things that don't exist and then pretend. But
somebody
all
gave
the
you
reality
$14
points
and
to
now
the
you're
fact
loved.
that those things don't exist. So what are you saying? You can't do that. You understand? Just like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to make sense. So when you say something, that premise has to be reality in order to move forward on any instance. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what your excuse is. There's no excuse. You have to make sense. That's just the way the world works, buddy.
Understood.
So, like I said, when folks come online, just like in reality, and want to say things are happening that aren't happening and things are there that aren't there, or that there's energies or things going on, or that I'm like them, or
I got to pause real quick. This is bullshit because there's a SpaceX launch going out of Vandenberg here in Southern California tonight. and it's clear skies where I am, so I get a pretty good visual of the gassing out of all the bullshit. But yeah, it won't be the last one. So.
Or all this.
It's launching in about fucking, what time is it? 2 minutes. Yeah, T minus 135.
Projection about what they do and how they
I got
feel.
it up
Yeah,
online.
all
I'll
that
just
stuff
watch it from
is
here.
it means nothing. It's literally a waste of your time.
I might be able to see it out my bedroom window.
There's no effort involved in explaining myself because it's all should be obvious. You understand? Reality is always obvious. That's why I'm telling you all that stuff like narc supply, it doesn't exist. They're all just empty and miserable and unhappy. That's why they spend their times, their time doing stuff like this. You understand? Because I mean, it's clear. It's clear. I don't have to explain it. It's crystal clear. I'm glad that I don't have that problem. I'll tell you that right now. Straight up.
Launching fucking internet satellites.
Things are hard enough. Much less to have those kind of problems. I'm pretty blessed and good, right? That's my thing. Y'all give yourselves away every time. You show your cards and you have every telltale sign. You could never play poker. I could tell you that right now because your poker face, it just ain't on point at all. That they're gonna type fake things and think that anyone cares. I'm a grown man. I got thick skin. And then in the same exact moment, you're gonna do everything you can, right, to try to block blessings and block connections being made and block anything that's going to help me in my efforts. And in the process, you should already know that you're going to
lift
fail.
off. Right before this
That
fucker
nothing
went
can be
live, I
blocked
was
from
ready to walk out with my
So, like I said,
DOG.
I'm going to be communicating directly now with all my fans. I got fans all over the world. So when y'all come here, that chat room is for people to establish
What's
real
up, TJ?
connections with me and talk to me. That way I'm speaking to all my fans. You understand? I don't answer to nobody. Nobody controls me. I'm a grown man. I do what I want to do. See, these people want to act like they speak for me. That's impossible. Only I can speak for me. You don't think for me. You don't speak for me. You don't dictate nothing for me. So once we get that established, what are you actually saying? Nothing. So I told y'all that day one. You ain't on nothing. Everybody's told you the same thing. You're not making coherent sense. And we just don't want that over here. This is a professional business, 5-star company, professional program. You have no business bringing any other energy over here. You understand? At all. And it's literally not possible. So we're going to continue to run our 5-star company. We're going to continue to build this media company from the ground up, like I said, and it's completely running. Give me a round of applause. So we just had a clothing line unveiling, the luxury apparel clothing line, mind you, right? We have all these businesses being built and they're all already running. Everything is already moving. We're already making profit. You see me pulling money in from different directions, from every direction, right? Hustling. Okay. And none of that is even from business. I'm just hustling in my gift to gab and my mouthpiece. Like I said, it's $1 million mouthpiece. The minute I open my mouth and talk, I produce. I manifest. I produce income. I produce capital. That's why these folks are in their feelings and they want to do this stuff with the chats and the panel because they know that the minute I speak and people hear me, it ain't about the fact that I'm eloquent. It's about the fact that I have power within what I'm saying. I'm not just talking. See, you folks, all you know how to do is yap, 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 yap. You all talk about people, but people aren't resources. People are people. People are human beings. So a guy like me is going to get way farther than you because I establish real human connections with people, right? And then that's why they want to help and support me. Whereas you narcs and narcissists can never actually truly succeed, and you never do, and you have a horrible relationship with money. Let's go over the facts and talk about you. The people who are upset at my success are all the people who failed. One of them on here had a man on here that we all know who he is, had him lose over $100,000 because he didn't listen to me. Okay, because it was more important for them to project and say something that made no coherent sense, right? and project, and somehow that was more important than a guy who could have been rich, who had over $100,000. Mind you, these are the same type of people who tried to talk down in a group on a Porsche that cost 25 racks on $100,000. So they value words. They think that talk is above success or making money. And that's like the millennial generation, but a lot of them, like, these are older folks. So like I said, that whole generation is like confused, because over here, I value making money. I value tangible checks getting cut. I value making real dough. I value my real relationship with Christina. I value what's real. And if there's anything that I'm not aware of or I don't know that's ever going on, that doesn't mean anything except it is what it is. Why would I care? Things that are out of my control, I have a stoic mentality. I don't worry about them. Whatever people tell me, I take it at face value. If you're not being honest with me, well, then you playing yourself, because you're not being honest with yourself. See, you all are on here trying to glorify narcissism and things that aren't to be glorified. You're trying to glorify something, but we've already been over this and we've had the conversation too many times to count. And every time that we tell you what it is, you want to ignore and act like you don't have to acknowledge our position, but you do. So these conversations have been had. You all want to act like you're all uppity up on here, right? Like you're something you're not and someone you're not, when all these folks were addressed. All these
Now I'm
people
wondering
already
if
got
he's
down
over
to
at the driving range at the
all
golf
of them.
course.
These people are the ones who sent agents across state lines. Okay? You know how illegal that is? That's felonies. So these are people, right, that have already walked into federal indictments once we file this federal lawsuit and take it to Supreme Court. So to get in a group when you already have charges, right, that you're guilty of collusion and conspiracy, worst decision you could make. That's the type of people that show criminal behavior, criminal patterns. And see, what I do is I study y'all. I study them and I study their behavior.
The Earth has
of it
reabsorbed that
comes from
push.
unresolved,
TJ.
unresolved issues, right, from the past. So they're very easy to figure out, number one, what they all went through, right? Real talk, which, I'm not the type of person that I would ever say anything about that. Like, I don't think it's funny. In fact, I'm here to try to stop all that evil and things like that from happening. So these are all people who, no matter how they feel about me, my job is to be a grown man and continue to try to help the same people who are so jelly of me they can't see straight. I'm here to help you, and hopefully you can learn how to talk and carry a coherent conversation so that I can offer you the solutions you need. Because until you get these solutions and until you come to the teacher, and clearly what you're doing is a cry for help.
Oh, see, it's already gone. It's already fucking downrange down in the Gulf of Mexico, fucking past. You probably get to see the gas tail up in the sky, though. I'm stuck inside here right now. So, yeah, I'm sure if you got clear skies, you could see it right now.
Until you come to the teacher who can help you, right? And until you give it over to God, you will forever remain in
it launched
the
6.5 minutes ago, so
right?
it's
You
well
all
up
have
there.
built your own hell for yourselves. You can't get out of it. You
Boosters
can't get
on
out
the
of
way
the
down.
situations you're in. Everything feels like a trap because you're not coming to God. You're not bringing it to God. See, nothing I spit has ever been fake. I'm a real man of God. So you have to understand what you're doing really is you need my help. You understand? I understand how you feel towards me because I'm a good person and I'm righteous. But you can't call it anything else. It's because I shine, brothers and sisters. It's because I'm a good person. You feel the way that you feel because I'm a good person, because I'm a man of God. Because it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the fact that you rejected God, and God himself told me this. And you hear how everything goes silent? You hear how you hear crickets? You hear that?
I hear some really stupid fucking hand gestures.
Because when a man of God speaks the truth from God, directly from God, the devils and the demons go silent. Feel me?
Heading
Because what
south,
can you
taking
say?
Gulf of California.
You understand? The power of God, the word of God is
Out
very
Pacific.
powerful. That's where I think there's power in the Bible. The word of God. But there's too many people who focus only on the word and don't want to focus on the relationship with God. You know how many evil narcissists hide behind that book in the Bible in the name of God, using it, saying my Father's name in vain, using that book to hide behind while they do all their evil? Fact is, all you people need help. That's clear as day. And like I said, I'm here to help you. You know what I mean? I'm clearly the man. I'm clearly the man with the answers, clearly the man with the solutions. Like I said, you're operating in a state of confusion. You want to project, you want to label, but
And
yet your
touchdown
actions
with the
have to
booster.
match the criteria. You have to
All right, that's a
gain
wrap.
and earn credibility first before you can speak on anyone else. My credibility has never been in question. My word is law, my word is bond. See, every word I say is a fact. This is why I'm the most powerful radio show host of all time, because I spit documented fact. When you spit fact, there's no way they can do anything with you. So I'm going to say it again. These tactics, completely pointless.
Is boy going to
Because
get
your
fired up and
formula
the golf cart
is
grannies are going to have to get
flawed.
involved again?
You understand? Everything I'm spitting, documented fact, is infallible. It's never wrong. A fact is going to win against lies and nonsense and delusion every single time. If you don't know that, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. See, folks can talk, but all the rest of you who are watching me right now, most of you have to go to a 9-to-5 and be miserable at it. I don't. I don't have a boss. Most of you, right? Oh, really, all of you, right? Wish that you did what I did for a career. Wish that you could make digital money. You know what I mean? Like, this was never just a hobby. It became a hobby. It was fun, but it wasn't just a hobby. I was doing it because I knew there was a future in it. I was doing it because I believed in myself. And all the people who went against me, it took everyone and they still couldn't stop me. And out of all those people, hell, I'm the only one who made it. That's the actual truth. Hold up real quick.
Hold up.
I'm the only one out of all these folks that truly made it and built something, right? And made something out of
Is he
myself.
picking his ass or
And
something?
it's so funny because when they all started what they're on and what they're doing, which they're not on anything and they're not doing anything, but they want to pretend, right? Like I said, I don't know who has these habits and who keeps telling y'all. Clearly a false prophet, right? Clearly an agent of Satan that
Yeah,
doesn't
this
know
is
what they're
Joey's
doing,
StreamYard
right?
link again,
But
if anyone
these
wants it.
folks keep listening to folks who, like I said, I mean, they've lost a man. Oh, hi there. Hi, Trina. They've lost a man over $100,000 right on this network. And y'all come to YouTube like this is some kind of community meeting, like we're all friends here and this is fun and games. This is serious business. You walking into a 5-star company. What are you talking about? This ain't even got nothing to do with YouTube. This is my business. You walking into my company. What are you talking about? Like I said, they can't pretend. That's why we call all y'all out and call out all the corruption and the corrupt and call all y'all out publicly and prove to the public what's going on. The reason y'all are in your feelings, right, is because you know you're not scary and you know that there's no fear here because you've already been exposed publicly. The reason that you're in your feelings and you try to do all these weird, sneaky, cowardly things is because you know that
What's
I
up,
already
Candy's
talked
Head Lass?
publicly about how Groovy Jimmy admitted himself that he's on an FBI watch list. I mean, it don't get no better. It don't get no better. Our love don't get no better. And this is all because of Batman, because of the evidence and the facts that I've brought forward. And guess what my next move is now that I have my ID?
Well,
I got the
tell
good one
us.
too. I got the one with the hologram. They printed me the one with the hologram and everything. It's
He keeps flexing the goddamn hologram on your goddamn ID.
beautiful. I got a brand new, beautiful ID. I know y'all, man. That's why they waited too, because that's what they think. They always want to count me out. And I've made
Imagine
songs
flexing
about
the
this. Don't ever
goddamn
count me
ID
out. How you
card
gonna
like a
count me out
normal
on
human
some
being?
nonsense? Like I said, these folks gonna have to give me my wallet back too. Simple as that. Like there's no excuse, and it's all going to be brought up in court. So I mean, at some point, they're really not going to have a choice because the court's going to tell them like, nah, you need to give that man back his wallet. Straight up. I guarantee you, this failure to do your job stuff that's just repeating and repetitive. See, the magnifying glass is not on me. Okay, the court system is about to be paying attention to all of these folks who haven't ever done their job and the corrupt. And that's why they're all nervous. Because again, one of them just got caught drinking, right? And then because he was their homeboy, and I'm who talked about this publicly, and then it was all over Facebook after I spoke about it because I'm the truth and people listen to me. So because it was their homeboy, and that was down here, right? We all know where. Because it was their homeboy, they decided and picked and choose which charges to give. So he didn't get a DUI or DWI. They did the same thing with this dude who caught the 2 felonies, right? Because he's jelly of me. How do you dictate this and that? I mean, no, he literally clearly was under the influence. He clearly was on drugs. And you're sitting there saying yourself, and all these interactions are on camera, mind you. And y'all, this is what these people on here do. They pull that camera footage. So that camera footage can be accessed, right? And you all say yourself that you said he's probably on something. Okay, well then if he's on something and he was driving at all, right? How is it not contradictory to think that you can talk to someone or ask for their ID who hasn't done anything and there's been no crime committed? That's the same thing as trying to talk to someone when you didn't pull them over, correct? Which is illegal and a felony on your part, right?
Okay,
Number
I'm
one.
trying to
And number
decipher this.
two, how is that not completely contradictory if the guy who actually got in the vehicle and you watched him drive it right in front of you and right by you, correct, mind you, and you said he was probably on drugs, why did he not get a DUI or a DWI when you're able to establish contact and talk to him?
Okay, I think I'm trying to decipher all this fucking mumbo jumbo fucking bullshit he just said here. He's a habitual liar as well. I don't think the dude that caught the 2 felonies, the guy's shed he was living in, took his shit. I think the guy called the cops to get him off his fucking property, and the cops fucking asked him for his ID, and he handed the ID over, and it was fucking expired. And the cop said, "We're just going to go ahead and keep this. You're going to have to go ahead and get yourself a new ID." God damn it. I think that's what's happened. Tell me if I'm wrong. 15, amen.
You understand? Because it's the same exact principle. So, like I said, they have different rules. The actual criminals and the cowards, the people who want to pretend and they're in a snow globe of delusion that doesn't exist, they give them a
Nobody
pass,
stole his
which
wallet.
would in turn process and kind of look like maybe you're the one who put them up to what they're doing. You see the point? See, I'm not supposed to be this smart, right?
You're not.
See, games aren't going to be played with me ever. I'm a genius. So, like I said, that's my point is, yeah, I think, and this is literally what it looks like. It looks to me like the corrupt put that dude, who he's a complete joke. And like I said, his parents pay for everything and all he does is sit in there and drink and doesn't do anything. So he's in his feelings and he's upset because he was fake and I didn't want to be his friend. And he feels some type of way because I've made it now where people like that who are failures have no excuse anymore. Now there's no excuse because the entire time, like when I spoke to him, this entire 3 years, I've been working hard.
Okay, so that's Lucius, the guy's shed he was on that was helping him up every once in a while with his fucking tires. And he got fucking sick of them, just like everyone else. Get off my fucking property. Called the cops. Cops came, got Joey the fuck out of there, saw his ID, expired, anything expired, driver's license, shit like that. You're not allowed to have it, or you're supposed to dispose of it or whatever. I could be wrong, speculation, but it sounds it sounds legit. The cops have his ID, not the fucking dude.
Well, people like that were just
had his ID. He's got his new
whatever they was doing. You know what I mean? Like they feel some way, they jelly of me, whatever. But that's the difference. You was just sitting, not doing anything, and I was getting up and working harder than anybody every single day. So they feel some way because now, right now, there's no excuse, right, of why you didn't succeed. Do you see what I'm saying? Now there's no excuse. You understand? See, I love these folks on here. I love these folks because, like I said, they repeat my words. They're trying to use the names that I call myself, that I am. Right. All y'all just some big fans. Just like he was a big fan, want to act like he don't know who he's talking to. Brother, you got YouTube access, right? That's why you did that thing, right? Remember, you added me on Facebook, and then you said, "Oh, I'm gonna block it," and you like blocked me on Facebook or something, and I was like, no problem. And you was taking weird, I mean, you was doing weird stuff on Facebook, and then there was like some lady who called you and called you out for him, right? Do you remember that? I'll talk directly to all you little homies, bro. What are you talking about? Like, I'm talking to you on a real vibration, not that fake stuff you on. So, like I said, yeah, you got called out by some, I don't know, some so-called woman, some lady called you out on the phone and said, what are you putting on Facebook? Because what you were putting on Facebook was actually illegal, mind you. So you just sit there, drink, your parents pay for everything and provide everything for you, and you commit crime after crime after crime, and somehow you think you're tough? No, brother, it's called delusion. Okay, nothing you're talking about exists. You're not a tough guy. And when you constantly keep going back to prison and jail like you're doing, like, right, and like you're guaranteed to do because you just caught 2 felonies. So you have to understand on my part, and I've never run to other people for my problems, and I didn't then. I never have. I've never
You ran to homeboy for
ever
a pair
taken
of
anyone to
shoes.
court. I've never filed a lawsuit on anyone. I'm an actual gangster. And this dude, clearly, they just admitted and told you, was on drugs, was flipping out, wilding out, trying to act tough because he got G-checked and son. So that's not wilding out, cousin. That's a tantrum. And I don't owe it to you, right, to prove anything or anything like that. And that's what you wanted because, like I
Yep.
said, you want to act like people aren't smart. Y'all want to do it in vicinities, right, that people like. That makes no sense. Like, in other words, he wanted to be in an energy like the same thing in a setup energy. He wanted me to walk into what? What did they do with Jesus Christ? The same thing. He said, God, come down and help me with what? The traps that they're setting for me. I appreciate that, Ace. Keep telling them.
All right, you can't
All y'all do need
convince
to
me
get that
any other way
membership.
that what I
Maybe
said
Trina
didn't
will. I
happen.
don't know. You know what I mean? Like I said, we don't use people here. We don't take advantage of people. Like I
No,
said, I'm going to
Red
talk to all
Triangle
my fans
PR
and
division, you're
communicate.
not.
And like I said, you'll see all my actions shine with gold. I mean, I don't go behind people's back. I don't do nothing that I tell people that I'm not going to do. I don't play games. Why would I do that? I have no need. So let me continue on this. So the dude was in that energy, right? And
Yeah,
then
you
basically
wanted
he
money for
walked
rent.
into his own, his own set up his own trap. And Christina and I talked about it. She said he got Batman and he didn't even know it. Exactly, fact. So no, nobody's scared of you, partner. Nobody was scared of you then. I literally spoke, right? And I've explained what it is. I don't have anything to prove. And I don't discuss court matters on a public live stream, right? Because I'm smart and there's no need for it, right? But my point is, like, no, I just tell people what it is. Like, listen, brother, like, no, just back up. That's all. You know what I mean? But that's what they do. They want to pretend. So he wanted to pretend, oh, all of a sudden he's scary and tough. You understand? I mean, are you scary and tough now that you caught 2 felonies because you're jelly of someone who doesn't even think about you, isn't your friend, never was your friend? Literally, I've helped this guy out. I'm who saved this guy a couple of times, actually. I helped you out. I was nothing but a good friend to you. But that doesn't mean I'm your friend. And then he was in his feelings because, oh, you won't spend time with me. Like, come on, bro. That's mad corny, son. Like, come on, bro. You grown, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because I see what you want. And like I said, you know what I mean? When I came to you and I spoke to you and I said, hey, this is the situation I'm in, and I was really struggling, right? And I mean, I still struggle, bro. Like, that's not me. That's because I help everyone else and I've given everything I have to everyone else. Why don't you get that right? So you were a person who you wanted to rewrite a false testament and rewrite my story differently. So how would I feel about you? Why would I want to be your friend if you're sitting there trying to make a false testament about me and my story? So when you say, oh, you won't even, spend time with me for a little bit, like, first of all, I explained to you what I'm.
He's crying about the guy who supposedly, he says, took his wallet in the backyard of the shed. I'll go through it again when we're done here, but he just laid it out on the line what happened. We're dissecting my way through this here. Yeah. The cops have his fucking ID. Now he's trying to boast about it because he got his new ID in the mail. And now he's, in his mind, he's going read through the whole scenario again about the dude calling the cops, getting him off his fucking property. That dude was Lucius, the guy that used to help him fix his bikes. That he thought he was his friend and shit like that, and blah 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 blah. Now he's got his ID. Now he can talk shit.
Going through, I explained to you that I was going through something. I didn't feel good. And that was all. It was never personal. It was never anything else. Right. And I talked to you as a man and I told you, hey, like, I'm busy. You know what I mean? And I said, like, if there's another time, sure, no problem. You know what I mean? And dude just tripped out. So he caught 2 felonies. He didn't do anything. You can see Fabio is good, right? I'm A-okay. And this is what folks do. And now he's got 2 felonies, and all I have to do is wait for the summons to go to court and show up to court so they don't drop the charges, right? And that's it. I mean, so you're going to keep going in and out of jail and prison, right? And this is what I'm saying. Folks have this energy towards me, and all y'all want to, sweep it under the rug like it's okay. I mean, that man wanted me to clearly walk into a setup and catch a case because everything he did was in the vicinity of what? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they do. They do things in the vicinity of what? Like a residence. So, so if you're, basically it's like me being at my residence and then I want to act tough Billy with people because it's in my residence. So if they do anything wrong or react or defend themselves while in my residence, then do you get what I'm saying? Then that's a crime on their part.
The shed is not your residence. That's him being nice because you're in his fucking yard and you didn't pay shit. And he called the cops. It doesn't matter if the guy was drunk or not. He helped you out more than you know, filling your tires out. He called the cops when you cops took your fucking ID, and now all you're doing is bitching about it because you got a new hologram in your fucking pocket, Joey. Congratulations.
And they'll be held responsible. So, yeah, like you wanted for me basically what you walked into, which is 2 felonies. And I'm going to say it again. You're corrupt, right? You're clearly, I mean, where do you think the drugs are coming from? So y'all say Batman walks around, but I'm figuring out the entire mystery and everything, right? And I can find out and figure out anything I need anytime.
Yeah.
So
Joey's let us know, Joey.
Something and they said it themselves, that means he was on drugs. So he clearly went and got the drugs from somewhere, right? Right? So, I mean, what do you mean? It kind of sounds like Batman's on point. And like I said, the dude has 2 felonies, and all I got to do is get the summons and show up to court, and they won't drop the charges. Even if they drop the charges, if I were to not pay attention or I didn't get it or see it or anything, or I was out of town or whatever, I mean, which, I don't know, is really possible because I have my ID now and I'm not going to wait on that. Like, it's not my responsibility. I might have to travel. I don't know.
See?
So, I mean, my point is, if I didn't go to court, they would drop the charges. It doesn't matter. Either way, he gets hauled to jail or prison or wherever he goes, probably depending on the charges.
Great. We got answers now.
And I know what the charges are. You understand?
Nobody took his fucking wallet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? You feel me? Like, and then folks want to get on here and act like what? Like it's a problem when I talk, but everyone else got to run their mouth. Everyone else get to do this and that, but then it's a problem when I do. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything I do is by the book. Everything I do is completely legal. But these folks, you just said it yourself that you were aware that he was committing a crime, but then you pick and choose which charges you put. That don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? Because I mean, it don't make no sense all across the board, bro. I mean, at all, bro. I mean,
no, Red Screen. He called the cops to get Joey off his property.
Past, I mean, how does that make sense? Like, I really don't get that. Like, I really don't. Like,
this goes back to the Brownsville guy. Fuck his name. The Brownsville guy. When Joey did the interview, in the background there was a man in a shed. And Joey was on somebody's property. That's one of the neighbors. That's Lucius. That's the guy who's helping fix the tires on his bike. Yeah.
Like y'all really be picking and choosing and doing different things at different times. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, hey, you doing work, bud.
You understand? Like I'm being for real, bro. Like how do you pick and choose? Like, right, that's corruption, bro. So that's why if you wonder why we don't have any respect, right? Why would we? Why should we? And like I said, it looks a lot like that. It looks like he was put up to what he did. So I'm not supposed to be this smart, right? Like they said in the reading, I figured out everything. I figured out the whole plot against me. I figured out everything, the whole mystery. Batman is the world's greatest detective. Don't underestimate
the whole mystery. Is everywhere you go in the neighborhood, people are calling the cops.
So like I said, when people try to do whatever and use the system, right, and try to use it against me, okay, I mean, now you got 2 felonies. You see the point? So who won? Did Batman win or did the villain win? Batman clearly won, right? Like I said, and I won no matter what, because either way, he gonna have to do some jail time, right? What do you mean? And they sit there and have a reservation and look like some way, or they feel some type of way when I'm saying reality. Like, I mean, is that not what evil folks, like, I mean, that's what you did. You did that to yourself. What do you mean? Like what? That's what these folks act like. Like they don't want evil people to go through their own, what they bring upon themselves, their own karma. Like what? Like nah. Like evil people deserve what they go through. Like real talk, they deserve what they get. They do it to themselves. What do you mean? Y'all literally sit here and defend and protect these evil folks and keep acting like it's some kind of role reversal situation. How? When? Where? What's this thing about I can't talk or express myself? What are you talking about, bro? What? I paid cash for everything I have. I own everything, bro. I'm tired of saying it and repeating myself, bro. Y'all got people coming over here to my business, bro, every day, and you just sitting there. Don't tell me about you do your job. Don't talk to me at all. There ain't no business talking to me. You feel me? Like I said, and it's like they really act like you owe them to tell them in front of them, like, bro, I don't respect nothing you talking about. I don't waste my time with you. Like, I know you're not going to do anything. I know you don't do your job. Like, why would I waste my time worrying about some people who don't do anything? You understand? This was the same thing, an issue I had in the past, the same stuff I went through when I was talking about folks, and I'm like, listen, they don't contribute. They just sitting there, standing there. They not doing nothing, right? They looking for whatever they can get from me and out of me. Like, come on, bro. It don't work like that, bro. You gotta contribute. You do. You got to be a part of something. You got to give. Like you got to do something to claim that you deserve the same rights as the other person. That's the truth, and that's what you people don't have the courage to speak, and I do. Let me see here. I agree with that, Ace. Like I said, just try to clean up your comments a little bit. You know what I mean? Remember, this is a business, and we're gonna run everything smooth every episode.
Ace gonna get banned
yeah, we
again?
on here preaching. You understand? We want people to learn. We want people to learn the right way. So, like I said, that dude, first of all, is completely irrelevant. You was never a tough guy. You were never nobody, right? So, what are you talking about? And that was the same exact look I had, and I was in a state of confusion because I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you ain't that. That ain't you. What are you talking about? Yeah, you wanted someone to get tough with you, and the gangster was right in front of you while you were tripping out and trying to act and this and that, and you're not strong, right? And you sitting there on some immature energy, and the gangster was completely calm with you and just laughed about it. I thought it was all funny, bro. I laughed the whole time and like look what you do. Like y'all do it to yourselves. All of you do it to yourselves, bro. Because y'all just can't help but be jelly, right? Being jelly is just another name for what? You can tell them, Ace. What is it? What do they call themselves? That little group on here, right? So you think I don't know what's been going on, brother? I get messages from God that tell me, right, this person has been jelly all these years. So
I'm going to pause real quick. We're going back to the wallet again. If you're paying attention, when he says the Lucius, the guy in the shed, took his fucking wallet. I train wrecked my head real quick here. When Joey said he told the cops that he took his wallet and the cops wouldn't do anything, it's because the guy never took his fucking wallet or his ID. Because if he did, that's a crime, and that's borderline identification theft. So, yeah, Joey's full of shit, and the cops confiscated his ID because it's fucking outdated.
I know he's one of them. I know there's a lot more. All of them jelly out here. What are you talking about? I told you all these people part of this. I believe that these people allegedly may have taken bribes from Carly Fiorina, and she don't have no real money. She got that Mason money. She got to do the same thing that Cardi B and Drake got to do to even get by. These people aren't rich. You feel me? So what do you mean? I mean, what are you talking about? Y'all want to talk, but y'all don't want to talk some real thug gangster talk about the reality of the streets and everything. So like I said, can you imagine how crazy it is that a dude that literally his parents pay for everything, he sits there squatting and does nothing all day, every day, he's in his feelings and angry, so he wants to act tough. I told you this, that they send agents to act tough when they want. They're convenient. They're all some cowards. So this is what they do, right? And he's probably a Mason at that. So he don't have to do nothing. He just gets provided for, and they give him like $100 like allowance, and they don't even care, and he does nothing. He just sits there. And he catches charge after charge after charge, like the most serious charges ever, and goes in and out of prison. And then I guess he gets out, sits there and does nothing, and then tries to paint a world of delusion that he's tough. So while he sits there and does nothing and gets his every need met and provided, right, because he's a mommy and daddy's boy, and the parents have money, me, I have nothing, get nothing, have no support system. No one does anything for me. And I have to get up every day and work harder than anyone. Okay. I've had to panhandle. I've had to ask for money. I've had to ask for help. I've had to, everyone knows that I struggle. I've had to do everything I can just to get by.
Could be wrong.
For the next day.
It says no, police in Texas cannot confiscate an expired ID simply because it's expired, but they can issue a ticket or take other legal action for driving with an expired license. While officers may physically take the license, blah, 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 blah. All right.
Okay, every day. And how in the hell would that person be that entitled and that delusional? And you understand what I'm saying?
Wrong.
And
I don't
why
know,
would
man.
I owe that person anything or care what they think? And why would I want to be that person's friend when, like I said, when I was really, really struggling even worse, and I came to you and spoke to you, and I said, I think I said, like, asked like for something simple, like just one normal thing, like, yo, this and that. And he's like, oh, I ain't got nothing. Like, what? Like, oh, no, wait till I get this and that and wait. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, I don't wait on nothing. First of all, I don't need anything from you. This is small, basic stuff that you get for free anywhere you go. Okay, let's get that right. So I didn't ask you for anything. It's just being a normal person. So that's what I'm saying. All these folks want to be some way and this way and that way. I mean, that's fine. But I mean, is it working? Is it bettering your situation? I mean, 2 felonies, the dude's already got probably a track record and a history of crimes, right? So, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy, bro. I mean, you're basically going to spend all your time in and out of jail and prison. Those are the types that have to try to get out on parole and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then they violate their parole and they go right back. Like he's having to walk that through that now. So it's all cute and stuff until you catch enough charges and they stop, you know, sending you to the community jail, to Carriazalas, and they start sending you to the big boy prison. And then you have to actually deal with other prisoners, right? Some of them are actually pretty tough, right? Or big guys. So then all that tough act goes out the window. You get what I'm saying? That's why they have these TV shows. Y'all know what they're called? What are they called, Ace? The TV show, right? Like, come on, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a dude like that, he's a little homie. I don't care what people like that think. I don't care about nothing you talking about. You can't change the facts. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. You don't get no cool points and bonus points, first of all, for ever going against a boss or an actual gangster. And me, I always keep my record clean because I'm smart. I don't want to spend my time in jail and prison ever. Ain't never been to prison, and I ain't never going back to jail. And I want to make sure that I have a beautiful future and a family with Christina, and that I'm happy and that I have a network of people around me who can build. You understand? And will help me build where I'm going.
Excuse me for that. Let me propose a question. His ID, now this comes into question where I'm talking about the ID that he has. Is it still an old driver's license that's suspended? Because if it was that when the dude called the cops on Joey and he's suspended, you goddamn straight they're going to fucking scoop up that ID/driver's license. The ID, just a regular Texas ID, no, they're not, even if it's expired and shit. So I'm assuming if they didn't take his driver's license last time from him, where he had it, but it was suspended and he just still has it, and he's trying to use it as an identification, then hell yeah, they're going to take it. So I think that's what happened. Maybe. Unless anyone knows any otherwise difference, please let me know.
You feel me? So, like I said, me, I got a good mind. I got a brain and I use it. Like Christina said, right? Use brain, right? God gave me a brain and I use it. But you folks, I don't know what you doing, homie, clearly. The fact is, y'all talk too much, bro. Like, first of all, if you're not over 6 feet tall, I mean, you're completely irrelevant. I don't even care what you have to say. I don't care what job you work. I'm telling you straight up, bro. That's first of all, which I mean, most people down here are not 6 feet tall, so figure that one out. He's not 6 feet tall. I don't know what he was on or what he thought, but I guess he thought he all of a sudden he transformed into the Hulk, literally. I mean, literally, and he just could not contain his little weak anger and rage. And I guess he thought that he was scary. And it's like, no, dude, you're just really simple. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All these folks, they don't think. And that's the thing. Like, nah, if you can't think, right, and you go against me, you go against God. If you can't think, I'm going to take advantage of it and I'm going to win because I don't have to take advantage. I'm just, being me and being genuine. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to end up winning always. You understand? That's what people don't get. Like I said, nah, when I actually needed help and you sit there and say, I ain't got nothing, but you do, and you know and admit that you do, and you're just saying in front of me, okay, you're showing your true colors, which I already saw and knew, right? Which is why I'm testing the waters and speaking, right? That's why. See, I never asked nobody for nothing, ever. I test the waters and I understand and find out who's who through conversation, right? So when I see it and you like, oh, you don't want to see me win, you don't want to see nothing, just like when you said that line. See, people don't get, I don't ever forget the things people say to me. I listen to every little word. You understand? So like I don't let nothing slide at all. So you said that stuff in the past about, oh yeah, you was always struggling. Where do you get that from when I've been right in front of you with over $300,000 in the bank? I just wasn't spending my time around you. When I was struggling, I wasn't spending my time around you really. And if I was around you, it was because obviously that's why, because it made you feel like you somehow were superior, which is weird because I was always doing better than you then, even, and had more money than you the entire time. So I don't get what you're saying. I mean, all of a sudden you want to act tough, but you don't do martial arts. You don't have a career in anything like me. I own my own league. You don't do any of these things. You don't play ball. Like, what are you talking about? Your own parents were begging for you to come train with me because you're out of shape. So what are you talking about? Like, no, brother, I've helped you and saved you a million times, right? I've tried to help you and I've been a good dude to you and a good friend like I have to everybody. So that's like some whole different stuff, right? Because that's like personal matter stuff, right? And that's the thing. We were never friends. I don't know what you're talking about. You're an acquaintance and that's it, right? And you chose to trip out and crash out because of what? So don't tell me that you have internet access, you got a TV, I know you watching. Don't act like you didn't know who I was. So why would you pretend in front of me like you don't know who I am and what I do, but you want to create, this is what they do. They want to use words and create false testaments, always struggling. When? When was I struggling? Even when I was struggling, I was doing great. I started getting oil checks. I started getting things moving. I'd go hustle and do whatever down
You
here and make my
started
little
getting
money.
oil
Like,
checks?
I don't remember a time that I was ever struggling.
Joey was
Actually,
getting his
for
oil
real.
checked.
But I remember you, every time I ever talked to you, you didn't even have any money. And if you did, it was because your parents gave you like $100, like a bill, and that was a lot of money to you. You've never had over $100 in the past, I don't know, probably 20 years plus. That's the
Fucking
actual truth.
CIA.
So that's what I'm saying. You got people like this all over the internet and reality who compare a guy. I've had over 300,000 in the bank. I
Oh,
wasn't even
shit.
finished like going down the list of what I've had. Like, bro, everything I got things right here that cost over 4 Gs. I got 7 bikes in inventory, all $200 to $300 each. I paid 1,300 for a
Oh,
bat cycle.
fucking.
I ran my own food truck, right? I made over 11 bands. What else? I mean, I was making more money than lawyers and judges just recently. Like literally, I was making like 50 to
Oh,
70 bucks
no.
an hour,
This is hilarious,
literally.
though,
Okay.
CIA.
I create multiple sources of income. I'm a straight hustler. I'm creative and I build businesses. I made millions every year consecutively, my entire life. And you talking about a dude that's never seen over $100 in probably the past 10 to 20 years, and you go and tell me that these folks ain't in their feelings? You going to tell me that that's not the reason why? You can say what you want, but it's not just money. It got to do with my gifts. But I'm saying, can you imagine being that poor and that broke, right? That you ain't even got nothing going on and nothing you need. And you going to actually see, you got the audacity and goal to say something like that about me and my name? That's crazy, son. So no, it ain't that I was ever struggling. It's that you all got together behind my back on some coward stuff, and you wanted to create and paint a false testament and rewrite history of who I am, because the truth of who I am, right, had y'all in your feelings, partner, and y'all couldn't handle it. As if that's not delusional in itself completely, as if that's not the most delusional thing ever, to think you're going to rewrite history and tell somebody's story for them. That's crazy, son. Right? And then think that they need to defend it or something. Like, who are you? Are you a corporate executive? Because I am. I mean, I'm a CEO of my own company. You say what you want. You tell yourself whatever you want, partner. I run my own company. Do you? I mean, seriously, do any of you have your own company? Yeah. Legitly, for real? No, I keep all my company's ideas too. Yes. What are you talking about? I've been educating y'all on the game. Y'all just don't listen. That's why y'all can't build a company, can't make no money, can't get rights. Whole bunch of can't get rights, like Rob Rack, still homeless, living in a Roach motel room, right? Swearing up and down he gonna make digital money. How long it take, partner? I don't know anybody that it takes this long to just get to that point. And when you do, like I said, if you ever do, it takes a whole lot of work to make this digital money. It ain't easy. You know, you're not going to be able to just film a video and, keep on, doing it off the entitlement, right? Because it's all entitlement. It's all entitlement because you're from the culture. So you expect I'm from the culture and you're mad entitled, and you say I'm from the culture, so you should just give me free money and views and pay attention. So all you did was get a whole bunch of your folks, right, from the culture to get together in a group, and that's the only way you get your little views, because it's all
I from the culture, CIA?
You don't get views, brother. You're not famous. You just got like 8 fake friends that sit there and watch you like over and over again. Just like all these evil, groups on here and cult groups. I mean, it works so well for them. It works so well for Nature Boy, but Nature Boy is doing what? Life in prison? Are you serious? I already told you how many. I'm 1 million and 0 in the street, homie. Ain't nothing lie about it. What are you talking about? The whole time that y'all talk and type on here, I'm getting busy in the street, right? I'm an enforcer for a living, correct? So what do you mean? I still do it. I still get it in, right? You just don't hear about it. Real talk. You understand? You'll never hear about it because you'll never know anything about me. I'm a straight gangster. Now you can go ahead and leave my show. Goodbye. So what's up? What do you mean? Like I said, I did bar security for 7 years, so my job was doing that. So what are you talking about? I never took an L in the entire time. Okay? What are you talking about, bro? So like I said, see, you want to talk about a topic on a full-scale business with rules. Come on, son. You can't be serious, bro. You ain't fooling nobody, homie. You want to talk about street stuff and gangster stuff, but you ain't no street dude and you ain't no gangster. So get it right. You don't get to talk about that with me. And like I said, I'm readily available in the streets every day for the public, right? 24/7, open like a 7-Eleven, and nobody comes see me and holler at me and tell me a thing. All these people talk about this, talk about that, right? That little homie was talking
CIA
about this,
vaporized
talking about
him.
that. All y'all don't do nothing. Facts. Quit with that acting and that fake stuff. Homie, ain't none of you ever been tough. What are you talking about? You know who the tough guy is. See, that's what I'm saying. They try to create fake stuff and then think that matters. What does that have to do with anything? So you want me to be like what? Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson was a Freemason. He sold his soul to the devil. That's why he got to go to prison and have that luxury to be a failure and still have to have a fake little boxing career that really wasn't a career. It was a joke. He's a joke. That's the real truth. He can't talk about God because he didn't walk with God. If he had walked with God, his journey would have been a hell of a lot different, but none of you got the courage to tell him to his face, and I will. How about that? What are you talking about? Y'all act like it's hard. That would have been the easy walk. The easy walk would have been to just not care, right, and be myself and be angry and be in a rage all the time and just be the tough guy, right? And guess what would have happened to me? I would have kept catching case after case. I see you, Ace. I would have kept catching case after case after case after case, and I would have been in prison and jail nonstop and never had freedom and never been happy and never had a career. And I want to have my wife, Christina. I want to have my beautiful future. I want to have multiple homes like I always have and always will. I want to have everything that God has
Always
planned for me,
hyperventilating.
and I'm not going to let anyone get in the way of that. So no, partner, I don't know what you're talking about, but you already know the answer to your question. It's a rhetorical question, brother. What do you mean? I'm the son of God. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Every
need to get all
single
aces
minute
out
of
of there.
every day I get it in. Literally, bro. I'm 1,000,000 in the street. I get down like that. I'm really that. So, like I said, y'all talk about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson in his prime couldn't hold a candle to me, son. Are you serious? You think Mike Tyson could do like 130 full extension pull-ups? Boy, you got to be crazy, bro. What? Yeah, y'all so silly, y'all don't listen. Y'all want to act like reality is an option. It ain't, homie. This man has proven what it is in the street. I'm a jewel. You lucky to even
8
be
minutes
hearing me, and I'm
behind.
not even supposed to be here. You understand? So that's the
He's
point.
still
Why do you
going. I'm
think
going to
these
pick it
folks
up a
is
little
tripping,
bit.
wilding out, doing that, trying to be in that energy and create this and that? Right, because you trying to hide my truth.
Let's
See
go
the point?
$1.25.
No, there's no fear over here. I've never ran from nobody ever. It ain't never been that. It's about running from something that's not going to help me with my blessings and my future. It's about running from the evil agenda of the devil. You understand? You run away from that. You get away from that. And like I said, it's like anybody. You look at, who the dude that does the stuff with, what's his name? Patty Mayo. Look at that dude who does it. He's going to say the same thing. If you come around him, he's going to say the same thing. Hey, look, please back up. You're getting too close. That's all I do. Now, if somebody
This
keeps
Patty
on with what
Mayo
they're
is
doing, no, I'm going to
scripted.
get away from them.
Dumbass.
Because if they're doing that and they're trying to provoke and antagonize, they're doing that for a reason, on some soft fake energy. You understand? No, all these folks know reality. They want to pretend in front because, again, they were trying to do what? Play with my destiny.
Emergency vacation.
I don't have the luxury that Mike Tyson has. I don't. No. If I ever mess up or make a mistake, that costs me everything as far as like a future and a career and what I'm doing. I can't have a future if I go to prison, nor would I want to anyway. See, I'm not going to suffer or struggle because of other people's jealousy. It's just that simple. Y'all better get it right.
All right, I got to rip a piss.
I'm explaining you to a T what it is. You can ask me anything. I'll tell you a level like Max B said. Are you serious? Like, what are you talking about? So I have nothing to hide, homie. I'm going to tell you the truth. You understand? Like, I just protect myself and my privacy. You understand? So, like I said, no, these are strangers and folks with no name in the game, ain't a part of nothing, ain't involved in the street, ain't about nothing. And like I said, y'all wanted to get together behind my back, and you didn't realize who you was dealing with or who you was talking to. That's all. And anytime that I even be myself and be a man, y'all act like it's a problem. Like I'm not supposed to speak or something like, oh, it's a little too aggressive. Like, boy, you can't get any stalkers. Yeah, y'all was never tough, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody said or done nothing tough in the history of time concerning me. Right? So no, like I said, when people get on fake energy, I mean, that's cool. We can pretend too. We're not fake, but we can pretend. You understand? Ace, you're gonna have to quit that nonsense, bro. Like I just told you, bro, to clean up your comments, man. You understand? So I mean, it is what it is. Right, exactly. Thank you. Well, you got a weird channel name. Like, what is that? Walking contradiction. Yeah, no, you don't do that over here, Ace. You already know better, bro. So, like I said, no. So that's what I'm saying, bro. People know the rules. You know what I mean? Like, you got to follow the rules. That's what all of them do. They come over here and like all of them got this low key jelly stuff going on, though. You feel what I'm saying? That stuff be crazy. I'm gonna live my life and talk about my life. Can't nobody stop me from talking about reality and the truth of my life. Like, no, all these folks was against me, and that's what I said. I figured it out a long time ago. Now, y'all folks wanted me in prison because you wanted me silenced, because you knew I was gonna expose all your crime and corruption. You knew I was gonna shut down everything y'all doing. No, all these folks out here working together, bro. I told you all of them got these homes off of drug funds. Y'all think I'm playing, bro? I'm 100% serious. I'm in the belly of the you know what out here. I know exactly where I'm at. And I'm shutting everything down. Yeah, I've been shutting y'all down. That's the truth. I shut down all this evil stuff and all the illegal activity. Me, not nobody else. I'm the one shutting y'all down. Get that right? Yeah. And guess what? You have to use different approaches when you do that. Sometimes it's using and implementing the system, right? And sometimes it just is what it is. But you got to do it the right way. That's why I think these folks funny, because they keep acting like I can't talk or something. I can talk. My voice worked perfectly fine, bro. What? Like, you folks is funny as hell.
I may have a sock on this other phone. Let me grab it.
He said, not cool, Ace. All right, Ace. I mean, it's very simple, brother. I just told you what it is, so I don't know what you're doing, bro. You understand? Yeah, don't tell me to lighten up, brother. I do what I want to do. All right, yeah, no, hell no. All right, bye. So, yeah, like I said, That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you got folks be tripping. You understand? I'm not concerned about that stuff. You notice how everything they do is the same energy? Like, is that really necessary? Right, because you in your feelings because I got a business. All you've shown all these years is that all y'all jelly of me. That's a compliment, brother. All you've shown all these years is that you can't deal with or handle my success. Isn't that the truth? Tell me when I'm lying. That's all you've shown. You ain't shown nothing else. Like I said, y'all folks come here to watch me, right? All y'all gonna be coming to the channel to watch me get busy. You know what I mean? It's just like when they use language, right? The corrupt use a language and they use that legalese to try to trick you. Hell, Steve used to talk about this stuff. Yeah, they use legalese, which is basically that back talk. It's called something like back speak or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Double speak. And that's a real thing. They got books written on that. You know who used to use that, right? Over there in Germany? He used to use that. That stuff is evil. That stuff comes from the devil talking backwards. That's why these folks do it and think it works. Brother, y'all don't know anything about what you're doing. If that's not clear to you, I give up. You haven't accomplished one thing in the past 30 years. Okay? If you haven't figured out that it ain't working and you need to go back to the drawing board, I don't know what to tell you. They come over here repping the red triangles. Like the red triangles.
Hell, Sartan. Hell, Sartan.
Can you imagine walking around with a sign that says, I'm getting federally indicted? I repeat, can you imagine walking around with a sign on the internet that says, I'm getting federally indicted? That's the red triangles for you.
Yeah, Sartan.
They're like Charizard. Charizard! Charizard! So that's the thing, bro. Like you people are to blame. You taught it to me. You taught me self-preservation because I was so thugging and gangster. I never knew anything about self-preservation. All I knew was being tough and getting busy. I mean, you gotta understand, bro. I mean, I've really, really had to, come up against, let's put it like, how do we put it? I mean, I've come up against everything. You understand? Like, I'm telling you, bro. I don't gotta explain it to you. Bro. Like, I did bar security for 7+ years, bro. I was untouchable, bro. Like I said, what are you talking about? Like, y'all know about me, bro. Like, real talk. I told you, bro. Like, a bunch of people like got sent running to the police, huh? You understand? Like, yeah. And they would come talk to me while I was working, and they always took my side because they know what we're dealing with. Which is what? On 6th Street, what are we dealing with if we're doing security in a bar? Let's get real with ourselves. We can talk and use our mouth and talk about reality, right? A bunch of drunk, what? College students. That's what goes and drinks on 6th Street. And I'm going to be up in Austin too soon. That's what's out there. And no, the truth is that they all run their mouths, right? And they don't know how to think. And they go out there and they run their mouth to whoever, right? And they're all oblivious and they all just act a fool. That's the truth. And people know. And basically the corrupt ones allow everything there. They send dudes to go out on the block who are in and out of prison and jail for very serious crimes, and they go use them to try to apply pressure outside of these businesses. The same dudes that I've had to run off the block or had to tell them when I'm working, hey, listen, homie, I'm not these other dudes who work here. I'm really from the street, bro. What's goody? And then all of a sudden they hold demeanor change because I called them out. So then they have to do that tough act with everybody else because Tyree Sneed really pulled them to the side and stood up to him for real and said, hey, listen, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about this job. What's goody? You understand? You feel some way? Like, I'm really built like that. You know what I mean? So that's who I am. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, you're gonna have a lot of people that run their mouth, right? You're gonna have a lot of people.
DJ, I'll put his cash app in the chat here.
Try to paint their delusion like it's reality, but that's called sucker stuff. That's what you don't do, homie. This is why
for whatever reason I'm highlighting this. I have no idea why, but we'll do it for a minute.
Right? Yeah, Ace, you already knew better, homie. You come over here, bro. You gonna act right, bro. You gotta calm down, bro. That's what I'm saying. You be obvious, man. You be obvious what you be on when you come over here. All y'all obvious. Like I said, y'all are not poker players. I am. I could play poker. I just got to learn it. Blackjack, I'm a king at. I got a gift with intuition. Like I said, I've done things in blackjack nobody's ever done. You understand? They know me for it. I don't know what y'all talking about either, because that's what crazy is. Everybody know me. Everybody know me in Vegas, in any casino. Everybody know in Vegas, any Vegas club, they know me. And y'all took a boss, and then you keep sitting here saying things that you know aren't true, and then act like I care. Like, brother, I don't know who talks in the third person, but I mean, obviously you do. I don't know what the point of that is. And don't laugh because y'all just did it earlier and felt like he was accomplishing something with it. Like, what? Like, they just leave little comments, just typing things and running away. Like, I mean, you do realize you have an identity in your typing, right? Like, who are you and what is your premise? You can't just type things. I mean, it has to make somewhat sense, right? Who's this guy? Who the hell is this guy?
Who the
you ain't getting on here, bro. Like, get a better haircut, bro. Literally. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm seeing you right now. I don't know whether to kick a field goal or say hello. What? And bro, they told him to hide his face from the camera, but he got his what do you call it? He got the line, bro, the edge that they do when you got a fade and all that. Yeah, look, now he raising his face. Good, there you go, documented. Just got that. Thank you. That's for court purposes, buddy. So yeah, he came over here. He got that hairline. That hairline looked like I'm about to kick a field goal. Straight up. Yeah, he just ran. He just ran off the panel. He got scared. That truth got him. Oh, goodness.
Got him.
He gonna go to the barber shop tomorrow. He was trying to duck and hide from the camera. They didn't tell him to fix the hairline first. You can't duck when your hairline is like literally the size of Mount Crumpet, homie. The Grinch would be having a field day right now with you. He came over here. He thought something was sweet. He looked like one of the dudes from Family Guy or something. He thought it was gonna be all good. Hello, Brian. This ain't Family Guy. I ain't Brian. You get out of here, Stewie. You look like a big Stewie. You got to get out of here with that. That's what he looked like. He looked like a grown Stewie. The big forehead, everything. You look like you're going to be standing in the hallway and stuff like there's a toad in the hallway. Yeah, so he in his feelings, he ran away. So yeah, like I said, I mean, you can send every agent you want. Y'all keep coming over here bragging, talking about I'm with the Masons. I mean, is that something to brag about? I mean, what? That's like saying you with the Sea Pelicans. Like, what's your team name? We're the Sea Pelicans. We're the wonderful Sea Otters. Like, we're the cute, cuddly teddy bears. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people, but if you think that I take you seriously, you're out of touch with reality. Like, you're out of it. Because, you know, last I checked, gangsters and tough individuals don't take 20 to 30 years to face someone that they claim Captain they feel some way about.
Sea Pelican Man, Owl Man.
I don't take none of you serious. I know what it is, homie, and I know y'all ain't about nothing. Believe that. That's what they think. They came on here. They talked to themselves the last 2 decades. They were saying things about I'm looking at this in the hotel rooms, that I was looking at the doors in the hotel rooms, or no, I wasn't. Never happened. They said all these things. They said this. They brought up this. They keep saying this word, that word, but none of it exists. What is the point of that? Like, real talk, what's the point of that? I got mad. Yeah, you typing right now. They mad as hell, ain't they? Feelings. That's what they do. They don't need your permission or your agreement. They just make up scenarios and throw your name in it. Like, oh, I'm going to take the name Sneed and just interject it into whatever situation I want. Like, dude, I don't know what card game you think this is. Like, you must play those little card games like Magic and stuff, because that just don't work in reality, bro. Like, do you think Mike Tyson is going to care if I just started taking Mike Tyson's name and making videos and just interject his name? Oh, Mike Tyson was over here. He was over here, and then he did
one
this,
of my
and he got in this situation.
Today.
Like, he don't care, bro. He's probably playing with his pet tiger and stuff. Like, that's the same way it is with me. I don't be paying attention. I don't look up my name. I don't watch YouTube videos. I don't care, because they're not YouTube videos. They're nonsense. You know what I mean? That's all you did. You just tried to dilute a platform. Go ahead. Is it stopping my money or anything I'm doing? Nope. In fact, all the love is outweighing the fear, and I'm making more and more. That's what your enemies do when they can't think too well, when they can't get right. It's like Rob Rack.
What you gonna go do,
right.
TJ?
Rob Rack, say Rob Rack, oh, Rob Rack. So yeah, like I said, I mean, they're all scary as hell. They all terrified of the Batman. Okay, they can't do nothing with me. They know I run the streets. They know what it is. They know what's good, boy. All y'all know what's good. So act like it. When I come through hard body, act like it. When you see me in these streets, pay homage and recognize, just like they do. That's what be so crazy, man. See, that's what they want. They want a different world on the internet because reality clearly sucks for them. Well, unfortunately for you, I don't just win on in reality. I also make sure on here that I win too. I'll never let you win. Never. Y'all keep acting like you're tough on here and big and bad, but I mean, I'm the one who's here, and you can't win because I keep winning. Like, real talk. I mean, I haven't taken an L ever. Y'all can't learn to hold your L like Tone Space. Tone Space should learn how to do the Egyptian dance because all you do is lose. Same thing with Cyber. All he do is lose. That man tried to give court advice, and everybody keeps saying that he lost a lawsuit in court. He tried to file a restraining order. It's not even a lawsuit technically. He tried to file a restraining order on Real Life Is Not in Cyberspace, who, I mean, clearly you can see that that's a criminal. I mean, clearly you can see her actions and what she does. Seriously, I mean, no lie. I mean, you can tell that she makes no coherent sense. You can tell that she clearly, you know, is not in touch with reality. Seriously, as well as Tone Space. Tone Space went from acting super tough guy to when he saw this dude, he made an illegal statement, which is a felony. And then this dude talks about he knows the law, but didn't press charges for what's caught right on camera. I mean, what's the point of talking all this court stuff if you're not going to back up what you're saying and use law where it's applicable?
Apple lickable.
And Cyber is on Groovy Jimmy's panel. Check this out. Groovy Jimmy is on an FBI watch list. He said this out his own mouth. And Cyber is on his panel talking about that what they all should do is work with the police. I mean, if you ain't never seen a Soldier Boy film, you can go over there and see a million of them. I mean, the man is literally proclaiming and glorifying snitching. Straight up. Cyber went from trying to act big and bad. Supposedly he went to prison. Like, yeah, because you a narc. You got on a couple of pull-up bars and took some pictures and thought you was swole. And you was telling me, go do these pull-ups and this and that. And I did your challenge in 5 seconds easily in my sleep. And then after my whole workout, and then you said, oh, why is he on that small bar? Brother, the small bar as opposed to a higher bar makes no difference. In fact, the smaller bar is actually harder. Do you know how much harder it is to do muscle-ups on a dip bar than to do them on a pull-up bar, smart one? You don't know anything about calisthenics, bro.
He's fucking retarded.
That's what I'm saying. You got a bunch of folks on here, they want to run their mouth, and all of them are narcs like that other dude. The dude that caught the 2 felonies, he's a complete narcissist, bro. I've watched this dude sit in front of people and be like at a bar and literally stand there and be like, no, let me show you how to do this. Like he thinks that he knows stuff and he doesn't know anything. You remind me of Miguel in the church group. Miguel was over there trying to run the lines and act like he was the boss at the Oklahoma State Fair. And guess who had to take over when too many people started coming through? And Miguel was nowhere to be found conveniently, right? Are you serious? All of a sudden, when the line gets long, Tyree has to come in and save Bobby and Miguel because they don't know what they're doing. And I told him to his face, I said, you don't run nothing here, partner. I said, I did bar security for over 7 years. Seriously, I know how to deal with people in a crowd in a line, and he just did it. So when it came to time to really do the real thing, he ran away, and Tyree had to take over the show and help everyone. And then he tried to get tough with me too and do some weird stuff. And like I said, he got back down and he lost. Tell him the truth. Same with all of them. Same with Raul. Same with Bobby. Facts.
The lower bar world records.
Just like remember that stunt y'all pulled over there in Kentucky, right? And y'all said, oh well, you're not gonna say this or use these
CIA, you're
words.
good,
and
man.
I kept using them right in front
Appreciate
of you,
you, bud.
like, literally, brother, like the whole time. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say. Some little fake church group. Are you serious? Raul was looking at me with like bug eyes. He was like, who the hell is this guy? I'm Batman. I guarantee you they all watch the channel. I guarantee you every single one of them watched the channel and having to see my success. Well, all of them came from living under a bridge and they still homeless. That's why they can't leave the little church ministry home. And the only reason they brought me over there was because they was plotting on me. I'm not supposed to be this smart, huh? Then the other pastor had the audacity. He's so evil. He still sat there and asked, well, why did you leave? Because I don't walk into the devil's traps for me, smart one. I happen to be the real son of God, and you sit there and hide behind the name of God and do a bunch of evil, and you out to make money, and y'all don't even make no bread. Y'all got folks panhandling for you. You go to different states. You left me stranded in Kentucky, and you go to other states and go pick them up from the shelters and then take them to other states and then do the same thing. Like I said, there was a dude in that shelter in Kentucky. He'd been there for like a whole year straight. Then y'all have Miguel and them lying saying, oh, I think he got back. Well, if he did, it was only because of me. Because guess who finessed a bus ticket to get back? Batman. And you didn't expect that to happen. Remember? That's the truth.
So what does that have to do with about the other guy?
So if he did get back wherever he was from, it's because of me, because I inspired him, because he found out how to do it, because I was right there in front of him and I told him. So I helped him. God sent him an angel and taught him and told him how to get home.
Gotcha.
So how you going to take credit for what I do, brother? Kind of seems like I was doing God's work and standing up to you who's evil. Like I said, I'll be where I belong, standing between Gotham and you. People don't get, I don't just protect the people in the valley. I protected the people in Kentucky. Real talk. Why do you think you had me? Why do you think God had me at the Oklahoma State Fair? Y'all heard about all the crazy stuff that happened in the past years? That's why. Because God needed the real Batman there and security that actually knew what they was doing to make sure that, you know, things were good and everybody was safe. That's what I do. I protect people. And the Oklahoma State Fair should be going out their way to invite me to go do security and pay me high payroll to do security and be there every time they do it every year. That's what they should be doing. Real talk. You know what I mean? Instead of just having a bunch of old folks who already washed up and not going to make anything of themselves, let's get real and never be successful, and giving them the job so they can sit around and do nothing and get paid for it. That's the whole point, is I should always be the boss. If I'm not the boss, then it's not going to be run right. Something's wrong. That's just the truth. Feel me? So like I said, all these folks in their feelings, I mean, good. I'm glad you're in your feelings. Stay in your feelings. Look at them running right and left, running away. That's all they do. Run, run, run away. Run away from the pain. Run away from the Batman, because I'm the bat, the big old bat, the big old bat who controls and runs everything around you. Yeah. Man, y'all can't be serious, bro. Like I said, we need more super chats, and I don't know what happened with that. Y'all said that they sent a $20 super chat the other day. I don't know if it's real or not because I don't see it on the total yet. If there was a $20 super chat come through, then for sure that total should be higher. I don't know what they doing at YouTube. I don't. I really don't anymore. Like it's clear you're holding me back. It's clear you're lying about my numbers. You've been lying. All these numbers, all of them, they have been adjusting and changing statistics on this platform since I ever saw this platform. Like they're evil as hell. I don't know what they doing, bro. Like, bro, give me my money, bro. Like, I got over the $100 threshold, bro. Don't play these games. Give me my money.
So the $20 tip or super chat that you got was actually $19.99. So minus, let's say 30%, YouTube's going to take out of that. That's going to be $13.99. If he sees that reflecting, he doesn't see $20, so he probably just ignores it like a fucking retard.
Money, bro. Like straight up, cut my check. Are you serious? Come on, bro. There was a $5 super chat, a $10 super chat. I was around $73. I have the math to prove it, so I'm gonna prove it in court. So if you don't do it, you're gonna have to pay me again in court, just like these other months you held me back and didn't pay me. Right? They're gonna look at all the statistics. Lawyers gonna pull the records, and I was supposed to get the $1,000 bonus, and y'all never paid that. Y'all should throw that on my next check.
For that.
So it was a $5 bonus. I'm positive. Then a $10 bonus, then it was a $2 bonus, and then they claimed, and Christina even sent me it, like the documentation of it, because she was watching at the time. I had her watching, and they said that who sent me a $20 super chat on here, and I just couldn't see it on my end because I'm on StreamYard, so clearly his account's blocked or whatever. So if that's true, right, then I mean, where's the money? So I'm waiting. We'll see when the check is completely totaled if they're going to pull another fast one, right? And if they do, right, what is that? That's theft. That's taking money out my check. 100%, and I have full proof of it. Yep, I have the chronological timestamp calculator evidence proving what the total was.
Calculator evidence.
So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. See, that's the thing. They try to act like it's so difficult. Not when you get an attorney and you just take every matter to court. Take a matter to court, bro. There's nothing they can do. If you got sufficient proof to prove it, like, nah, bro, you got to pay me. It's just like my ex-bosses with that food truck. They still owe me like $86, $89, and I want my money.
$86, $89.
Just like he tried to short me in front of me, right in front of my face. He's such a sucker. He tried to short me when I first started cooking with him, and he tried to short me like $40. And I turned around and got on the phone and I said, bro, you didn't pay me like $40 that I'm owed for the day. And he tried to downplay it, and he was like, oh, well, thanks for not tripping. Like, well, yeah, because you was trying to test me or something. I don't know what for. You know what I mean? And there was another dude who was angry as hell. He was mad as hell, and he would come to the food truck. He wouldn't mess with me because, I mean, I wasn't his problem, and he didn't care, and like we were all right. And I didn't know him. He was a stranger to me. But he'd come to the food truck, bro. He'd be tripping, bro. Like for real. Like they had to call the cops and everything and get him out the lot. Like he was going crazy. So clearly they was doing shady, messed up business. And also what I'm upset about is that it's half the reason why, because I should be making more money today off that situation. And I'm not because of them, because I think they lied about my statistics and my numbers. That's what I think.
Jesus Christ.
You feel me? So, I mean, like, brother, I don't care what people say, man. Like any business I'm in, any job I do, anything I do, I'm going to outperform everybody, bro. That's what I'm saying. You folks just don't get it. You don't understand how this game works. You don't understand how anything works. And it's just simple arithmetic, bro. Like, I'm going to get to the bread, bro. Trust me. I'm going to get to the money one way or another. Like I said, I want to know about this music stuff. Like, y'all don't get it. I'm still looking at potential artists and stuff because I like music. I like doing it all for fun. It's fun for me. I'm not tripping like y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I told these people on here, I said, remember, I told them, I said, the same people that doing this trolling stuff, but then claiming they make every show about me and make posts about me. And then I go try to talk to them and they say, oh, I don't even watch you. Boy, stop it. You watching every little move I make. Every move you make. Every step you take. Every dollar you make, right? Every villain like real talk.
You want to
like,
talk,
Joey?
Joey?
You defeat.
Come in the chat, ask for a link. You can have it free of charge. And we can have a conversation.
These people are ridiculous, bro. But yeah, like I said, I mean, we're going to keep on building. Like I said, I'm building an empire, homie. I already got everything rolling. I'm so happy I got that ID, bro, because it was all because of corruption and the same thing because of these folks. You understand? Because they want to play games. That's the whole reason. Like I said, y'all got to get my wallet still. Straight up. I don't care. Y'all need to get my wallet. You need to retrieve my wallet and give it to me. That's my property. Even other people ask me like how that work, and I told them I've had a million problems where they don't do their job.
All right, we're going
Like
back to
y'all
normal
don't get it. It's
speed.
a bad look for you.
2
You
minutes
just keep
behind.
on
He's still
tarnishing
going.
your
Fuck it.
image,
Give us
and
some
you
room.
don't seem to get. I'm a public figure. They want to act like they don't watch the channel.
God
Like I
damn,
have to
Joey,
sit here and
let's go.
explain to you what I do for a living. I'm a civilian that stands up to corruption for a living. Like
One
I'm the
ID
worst
card gave
one.
him this
Like
amount of
there's
confidence.
no
It's
reason
amazing.
why anyone, especially who works those jobs, would even say anything my direction, much less bother me if they could even think. You understand? Because it's the silliest thing you can do. Like, brother, I do this for a living. Like, I literally shut down corrupt departments, corrupt agencies. I got Empower Network shut down. I just got the
CIA
scooter
says
store
he's
shut
done
down
for the
out here.
night.
Like,
But
this
he's
is what
back
I
in the
do,
chat.
bro. Like, what? And I'm above you and I'm your superior. Get that right. Seriously, not joking. So that's what it is. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's like it's basically like somebody who's in one of them little dinky positions like they are, and that's like trying to play games with like, like a naval intelligence officer that's like at the highest rank possible. That's basically what it is. Or like or like a CIA operative that's ranked as high as possible. It's like you know what I mean? Like trying to play with a general with these little funny style games. Coward stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's not a good look, bro. Like how you gonna sit there and act like it's all good and we friends and we cool while you try to mess me over in front of my face? Boy, stop that. See, they think I'm someone I'm not. Like, right? Apparently, y'all don't know how to process reality, bro. I've been doing this for a long time, bro. Like, you have internet access, right? Don't act like you don't watch the channel. Like, I gotta tell homeboy, older man, right? Well, and they was the same ones I think that was pulling up talking about, oh, you ain't scared of the rain? Is that a serious question? I'm not scared of nothing, right? You, however, are probably scared of your own shadow, buddy. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I don't even affiliate with people like you, bro. I don't even talk to dudes like you. Straight up, like, no. I don't be acknowledging people who are cowards, bro. I really don't. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be a brave heart to talk to me for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, I'll talk to everybody, but that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, man, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy, man, because, being nice, some folks you just can't be nice to. Seriously, you can't. And that's the point. Like you'll stand right in front of me and I can see with your body language. I could read body language in 2 seconds. I could tell y'all was on the same energy, right, that this other coward was on. I could see your body language, bro. I can see your eyes, how they're shifting and moving. That means you're lying. You understand? Like I said, I'm going to point out something else to you too publicly.
You got it,
Check this out. If you say that there's a suspect and whatever, right, and people make false calls, right? They made a false call. Why were you not in a hurry to pursue the suspect? Because you clearly didn't find the suspect. So if what you're saying had any truth to it, brother, you just told on yourself and y'all have body cameras. So there's going to be evidence that the lawyer can pull the evidence. So you said there was a suspect, but then you admitted with your own language, because you can't think, brother, because you're not too smart. You admitted that it was just a setup, right, about me. It wasn't actually what you're saying. So that proves you were in on it. That's corruption. Oh, caught you red-handed, smart one. This is what happens when slow folks try to come against Batman. You understand? You get exposed publicly and then you look silly. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, like make better decisions. Do better. Yeah, they weren't pursuing any suspect. They sat there themselves, said that fake stuff. Oh, it's probably a hater. Like, no, I think you're the hater. Like this is what you're on, clearly. Just like that stuff back in the day when they was trying to ban me from them hotels and all that nonsense, and they had the same corrupt ones there in Brownsville do all that fake stuff and commit illegal crimes that I can still put in the lawsuit, right? Remember? Do you remember all that? And remember they said they were talking about my Porsche, and I literally walked out the door and I said, yeah, you did it. You're the only one here. So clearly you did that, right? And that's why it happened, right? And yeah, they wanted to pretend. And the whole time, what did they do? Try to do the same thing. Set up energy, like I said, and I defeated the case. Every time I'm going to win because God got me, bro. So like, who do you people think you are? Like, I'll call you out publicly. Who do you think you are, bro? Like, nah, bro. Nah. You gotta miss me with that nonsense, bro. Like, nah. I'm just being real, bro. That stuff is silly as hell, man. Can you imagine them just sitting there like they entitled to just sit there and play with people? Like, who is you, bro? Y'all work a job that makes less than minimum wage, boy. Get real, man. My goodness, bro. Y'all are nobody. Y'all don't make no money, homie. Is you serious, bro? That's the last job anybody reputable want to work. You feel me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, man, I got them in their feelings. Yeah, there ain't no disagreeing with reality, brother. Reality is just reality. Like I said, yeah, you hearing all that truth come out, huh? Oh yeah. So that's what they do. They type something because Batman caught him red-handed and knows what it is and just proved it. Yeah. Do you have anything to say to that? Yeah, I mean, you can't refute documented proof. Yeah, like I said, if there was a suspect, right, then you would have been eager and in a hurry to pursue that suspect. He was pointing his finger. He didn't even know what street and block to lie about that the call was on because it was all made up. How's the call going to be on a street that I don't even walk down? That don't make no sense.
Joey
How
even
does that make
fails the
sense? Why would
Candy.
I be wasting my time,
Candy
spending my
mods her
time
own
doing
channel.
anything but
If
just
it's
walking
just her
straight where I
faster
go like
than
I do
Joey.
every day, and I got a plate of food in my hand and a big drink? That don't even make no sense. The whole thing that you saying makes no sense. So, like I said, what right do you have to stop me and talk to me? You don't. That you committed a crime. Yes, you did. That's a crime, and we're going to hold you accountable in a
One
court
sec, I got to
street
go
and
back.
block.
A
Last
second.
job anybody reputable want to work. You feel me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, man, I got them in their feelings.
I talked over myself.
Yeah, there ain't no disagreeing with reality, brother. Reality is just reality. Like I said, yeah, you hearing all that truth come out, huh? Oh yeah. So that's what they do. They type something because Batman caught him red-handed and knows what it is and just proved it. Yeah. Do you have anything to say to that? Yeah, I mean, you can't refute documented proof. Yeah, like I said, if there was a suspect, right, then you would have been eager and in a hurry to pursue that suspect. He was pointing his finger. He didn't even know what street and block to lie about that the call was on because it was all made up. How's the call going to be on a street that I don't even walk down? That don't make no sense. How does that make sense? Why would I be wasting my time, spending my time doing anything but just walking straight where I go like I do every day, and I got a plate of food in my hand and a big drink? That don't even make no sense. The whole thing that you saying makes no sense. So, like I said, what right do you have to stop me and talk to me? You don't. That you committed a crime. Yes, you did. That's a crime, and we're going to hold you accountable in a court of law for it, 100%. And anything else you do illegal, we're going to hold you accountable in a court of law for, buddy.
So was this the other night when he had his fucking bucket of chicken in his fucking shoes? When the golf cart grannies fucking hemmed him up in the fucking driving range of the golf course? Called the cops on him. Fucking, he's got a plate of fucking fried chicken and a bag of fucking shoes. I think that's what he's talking about here.
You mean?
Yeah.
Now let's see if you want to talk to me so much. They're so silly. That's what they do. Do you understand? I can go make complaints. I can do all that. I don't do that because that's what cowards do, homie. I take matters to court. I'm a real boss.
Yeah, Joey had a bag of chicken and with his
See,
bag
that's
of
the
shoes.
difference. That's why you do all that stuff, because you ain't no man. That's what y'all do. Y'all all feel some way about a real man. Yeah, just like you did with my dad. Right. I mean, you wasn't playing this games with my father as far as I know. You know what I mean? I'm sure you tried, but I mean, who cares? Like, yeah, y'all feel some type of way because the dude is more of a man than you. That's all it's ever been, because y'all ain't men, period. That's all it is. That's what cowards do, bro. Men don't do that. Men don't go get together in a group, right? Like some females and be like, oh, how are we gonna stop this guy? That's what y'all do every day, but you here typing comments, boy, stop it. Yeah, he just told on himself by typing right now. Right, you mad because I figured it out? I figure out everything, bro. Like I said, y'all could do whatever you want. I'm gonna figure out every little
Did he
part
catch
of
you,
it, bro. That's
CIA?
what I do for a living. I'm Batman, bro. I'm omnipotent, homie. I'm intuitive as hell, bro. I got a gift. Do you not understand? Yeah, I could read your body language. I could read their body language and see what they was on. Like, what are you talking about? Going to ask me
Actually,
for my
we're
ID when
behind,
you
so.
know I don't have it because you didn't do your job. And I told him straight to his face, didn't I? I said, nah, y'all didn't get my ID back. Oh, we didn't? And guess what the other short one said? The 3 foot tall one with his fake little vest said, "Oh, well, we'll make contact with him and ask for it, try to get it back." You don't ask for it back, bro. It's somebody's property. It's the law. You got to give it back to me. How about you stop with that nonsense? And that's all I see them people do. All of them, all these fake officials, these corrupt officials. I see them wear their little fake vest, right? And they just sit there with their hands on their vest and do nothing and stand there and they think they somebody. Like, bro, you a joke, homie. Tell straight up. Yeah, Tyree Sneed told you. I'm telling you, like, you ain't real. Bro, stop it. I want to sit here. I tried being nice. You understand? Y'all want to sit here. Y'all want to keep letting all these people play games on here and type nonsense.
Yeah, so
like,
he's huddled up over at the
job.
golf course
Your
right
job
now,
is to protect my business.
reminiscing
Your
about
job is to
cops
protect me.
rolling up
I
on
don't
him
need you to
2
do your
nights ago.
job because I don't need protection. Homie, straight up. I never needed protection from nobody. If you can't figure out that I'm just smarter than all of you, and I give up, bro. Like I said, the only time I use the system is when it's applicable and it's making the system better, meaning less corrupt. And that's what I've done because I'm a genius. Yeah, I'm not scared of anybody and anything. You understand? I'm just real smart. So you understand, if I'm in a situation where I have a job and a career, right? So I mean, if I get around guys that think they tough, I'm not going to act tough Billy anymore like I used to in the past. No, I'm not, because number one, when you really are tough and you become tough and you really get to the point I'm at, you're going to be super calm about everything because nothing phases me. That's number one. So I don't react the way I used to because I've taught myself and God has taught me how to be completely patient and non-reactive, because that's power.
What's up, Stu?
The loudest one is the weakest one in the room.
It's been a day.
You understand? So that's the thing. Like, no, I could be at a whole thing I could be around a whole bunch of criminals, right, who are super hardcore and think they tough. I mean, they're not compared to me. They don't know who I am. You understand? They don't know my past. They don't know anything about me, right? But the point is, I'm going to be calm no matter what. No matter what they do, that doesn't give me the right to act out of character or do or say anything. That's what y'all don't get. I can talk all I want, but it doesn't give me a right to act out because I'm a grown man and there's repercussions for my actions. You feel me? And that's called being a responsible, mature adult who actually has a job and a career where, again, I shut down illegal organizations and stand up to corruption for a living. So that's the problem, is when you get little snowflakes like that, that's what y'all are, snowflakes. When you get snowflakes like that, they don't have any respect and they don't understand who they talking to. You understand? My people built the prisons and the jails. We built the ground you walk upon.
Is
Show
that
some
a cider
respect
or
to
a
Tyree
hard
Sneed, buddy.
cider stew?
Yeah, I'm a white man with a full career, and my career entails a lot more than y'all's little career. Seriously, your career is literally small and irrelevant. I have a full-scale career, buddy. I work with matters all over this country and the world. Just because you don't like it or it's not conventional, or a regular job like you think, that means nothing. I get more done than y'all's corrupt departments have in the past 5,000 years. I get more done in about, I'd say, a year to half a year. Seriously. Y'all don't do anything, bro. Like, seriously. And I witnessed it firsthand enough times to know that's why we had to have a Batman. God answered these folks' prayers. What do you think? This is a game out here? Like, brother, if people had someone they was going to call or run to when they in trouble or have a problem, do you think they would call you? Or if they had the option, you think they'd pick Batman? Who do you think they would go to? Batman? What do you think this is all about? See, that's what they so slow they don't even know what's happening. Bro, I'm completely already winning against y'all. This is a competition for real. It's you all of you, all of them, the corrupt departments, agencies, all of you corrupt people with your little fake job that literally make no real money.
All right, shut up, Joey. Screw it. Smoke them if you got them. Let's go.
You're all poor and you rent your mooch, right? You're nobodies. And it's all of you against me. And it's not in the sense you're talking about. It's in the sense of who can get more done quicker. And because I'm so effective, I get more done than you do in a year. I get that done in about, I'd say, a week max, if even. Seriously. I work so hard, it's unreal, bro. I work around the clock like I'm working right now. I'm tired as hell right now. I work 24 hours a day. I'm a grown man. At what point, like I said, would you feel inclined or feel like you can speak to me or just bother me out the blue or anything? Like, brother, I am your superior. Do you not understand? My goodness. Talking about them little low-key corny terms like hater and jelly, bro. That ain't even got nothing to do with what I do, bro. We use that terminology to sound cute on here, homie. Like, are you serious, bro? You talk about the dude who literally has more power than El Chapo. I run the streets, dude. Are you serious? We come from two totally different worlds, and then that's what y'all do. Y'all want to subjugate and you want to define and label. So you would like to label me in that if you could, but I'm not a criminal either. See, that's what you don't get. I'm the man who stood up to the entire criminal underworld and defeated them. While you all sat there and did nothing. Okay? Real talk. You tried to look cute when ain't none of you cute. Real talk. So every day that I do anything, get this right. Any day I accomplish anything, any day I even walk or do anything or do a live stream, anything that I do is already making you look bad and showing you up, because everything that I get done is the things that you are supposed to be doing, but you don't because you're too busy bothering innocent folks like me and bothering civilians. That's the fact, Tony. So why do you think the people love me so much? The people love me because all of them feel where I'm coming from, and they all feel the same way towards you. Don't nobody like you. Yeah, exactly. And see, no, see, that's the thing. They think I owe them or brother. I'm gonna be happy. Okay, I don't waste my time telling folks off and telling them this how I feel to in front of you for what? I don't respect you. That's what people don't get. If I don't respect you, that's when I'm gonna be nice. If I respect you, then I'm going to tell you how I really feel. If you people I don't even respect, then I'm just going to sit there and whatever, act fake and catty like y'all do, because literally, basically, I'm doing it to be funny and you don't even understand. Like, I don't take none of you serious.
Yeah, Stu, if you want to stick around to the end here, I've been going for about an hour 40 right now. Went about an hour and a half on the other one. I'll get you up to speed if you want to stick around. He's still fucking going right now. So yeah, I'll give a recap when we're done.
So I tell y'all, like, oh, if y'all need any help, I'm willing to help. Like, I laugh at y'all people. You know what I mean? And I'm for real though. Like, if you needed help, I would help. Like, real talk. I'm not like, I'll help. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. Like, that's what people don't get. Like, my job is everything I do directly or indirectly helps all of them. But see, that's my point. It helps the people who aren't corrupt. It helps the people who actually want to do their job and actually want to do what needs to get done, right? Which your job, right, is very clear what it is. So why don't you do it? That's the question. And the same thing with the feds, FBI, the CIA, any of them. How come none of them do their job? Because y'all, instead of making arrests, y'all just sit there and want to surveil criminals. Well, that's fine. Then the FBI can watch me while Batman gets sent into these neighborhoods.
Fuck it. I'll do it right now. I'll just give a short version. Number one, Joey got his replacement Texas state ID in the mail today. He's been flexing the hologram on it. So we got that today. Sent to mama's house. And now basically all he's been doing for an hour and a half is bitching about his friend Lucius, who used to help him with the bike tires early this year, that he got busted in the backyard. Not busted in the backyard, but when he got interviewed a few months ago, he was in the backyard of this guy's house who he claimed stole his fucking wallet. They called the cops on Joey and got him ran out. Joey also got ran out of the golf course the other day, and then the cops called on him again there. And I believe that's where he's hiding out right now, on the golf course at the driving range, like an awning of the bathroom area. So now he's full on arrogant mode, and he got a couple super chats. So his confidence level right now of having an ID is through the roof, and he's trying to throw that in everyone's face and blame the cops and the dude that helped him out with the bike. and yeah, here we are.
neighborhoods and makes the neighborhoods safer. That means I'm going to be standing up to gang members, Tren de la Agua, everybody. I already defeated the cartel completely.
Trade in the agua.
Like numerous times. I've shut down their illegal operations numerous times in my sleep. I mean, it's not even difficult. I mean, the lies and the stories about the cartel are so embellished, it's unreal because they're soft as pound cake, literally. So what you have to understand, I'm going to be coming up against all them gang members and Tren de la Agua and all the people, obviously right in front of some of the FBI and the feds. So, I mean, like, you ain't going to do nothing about it, just like none of these folks are. Real talk. Like, that's what you don't get. So if I say we operate above the feds, how do I not operate above the feds if I get busy in front of the feds? I don't care who's watching. I don't care who's around. I get busy. And when Batman gets sent to a mission, right, Batman is going to get the mission done regardless the right way. Facts. So yeah, no, we operate above the feds 100%. And like I said, I'm the one who can save these fake rappers because guess what? The feds is who keeps on setting them up.
The golf course where his mom's at has a bathroom area on the driving range, and he got busted there
can't nobody
2 nights
stop
ago.
Batman or control Batman. I do what I want to do.
It's private property.
You understand? And like I said, it may be
members only. He's not a member of the golf course.
So then when I do these missions and I come up against whoever and whatever,
and the HOA called the cops on his ass.
Know who it was. They're going to just say it was Batman. Well, who's Batman? We don't know.
I believe that's where he's at right now.
This is going to be moving to different states. We're going to be doing this all over the country and all over the world, bro. And we're going to have tons of money. You understand? It's going to be just like the movie, bro. Batman is literally untouchable and divinely protected. You have to understand, I have a purpose here. So whatever God asked me to do, I'm doing without question. You understand? That's what's scary. Real talk. Y'all always want something to be afraid of and scared of, right? That's what's scary. I'm completely uncontrollable. I do what God tells me, no matter what. Whatever God's purpose is and God's will, whatever God tells me, and I get clear messages, God talks directly to me. Whatever God's will is what I do, without question. I'm a soldier for God, homie. Get it right. All you folks is soft and nobody, so that's what I'm saying. Y'all folks be funny as hell. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, it was Saturday night when he got run up in the
to be all good.
golf
Like, it
course.
ain't all good. We ain't friends. Like I said, get my wallet. Straight up. What you need? Where's the confusion? I'm not asking anything. I'm telling you, get my wallet. Straight up. So that's what I'm saying. You see, they send these people to type, right, because you can't handle the truth. Right, I'm not supposed to be this smart, right? And you think when I present all this evidence to a lawyer along with all this stuff I've described in the past, you think that that's not federal indictments? You understand? Like, just like I said, if you got Groovy Jimmy, a fake Crip online, and he's a criminal and part of a criminal illegal organization, and I make a living shutting down illegal criminal organizations, and he said he's already on FBI watch list, and I told and predicted y'all that all y'all was about to get your karma and that the arrests were right around the corner and the arrests were about to be made. Do you think that they won't arrest these corrupt cops? Let's get real. Do you think that corrupt police, right, that they're above the law just because they tell themselves that? Because they may be working with illegal organizations like the Red Triangles and these people?
Hell, Sartan.
Do you think if the feds and FBI are investigating Groovy Jimmy that they won't investigate corrupt police? The hell they won't. Yes, they will, buddy.
Oh, and the most important thing today, Stu, and people in the chat, if you're not aware of this yet, he missed his check for next month by $1.50. It was either $1.50 or $1.70. But that's the best part. Not $101. He just finished underneath it, so he's not going to see any of that super chat money that he was boasting about until the end of January.
So the minute that this gets proven and I present it to a lawyer, I mean, it's automatic federal indictment and you lose your job immediately. So, I mean, what are you going to do then? I mean, you can go work at Sears maybe. And Sears ain't going to hire you the minute that they hear how corrupt you are. So again, talking to me, if you work a job like that, is the worst decision you could make. You have to be slow, period. Straight up. We're in the middle of building a federal lawsuit, bro. Not to mention that that's technically tampering, too. You're tampering with my federal lawsuit. Homie, learn the law, bro. Right? That's what I'm saying. They have no respect because they want to keep telling themselves they listen to other people's scrubs who, like these folks online who are delusional, telling them a bunch of nonsense and lies instead of going to source and understanding, which you don't got to talk to me. Go on the internet, buddy. That's all you got to do. Can you imagine me having to explain to someone I'm a superstar on the internet? You didn't know that? You want to act surprised or something? You didn't know that? Come on, bro. Don't play. You knew that. Come on, bro. You knew who you was talking to. That's what I'm saying, bro. You people is fugazi, man. You fake as hell, bro. Be real, man. Right? Want to act like you don't know about the Batman. Yeah, right. You're like, what? Yeah, and I'm a purple uniform. Real talk. That's the craziest thing I ever heard, bro. Yeah, there's a blue donkey that follows me around and talks to me. Right, they keep saying, oh, he's a superstar, he's famous. Yeah, it ain't because of the internet, buddy. It's because all this work I put in the street. That's the truth. I'm not even playing. That's the fact. It's because of all the illegal organizations I've shut down and how busy I've gotten in the streets. It's because I defeated all these gang members and all these sets and gangs and organizations and all these criminal groups I defeated. Like, what part do you not understand? Like, how long do I have to explain the same thing to you? That's why Batman's famous. Batman famous because he's made a real change, and you're going to sit here and act aloof. And this is the worst part. If you work for any department or even a company or an establishment, how do you not talk to the other people who work there? There's no excuse for not being on the same page. So I'm going to go as far as to say that you're acting slow and you're acting like you don't know reality.
I was bitching at the DMV again.
Because there ain't no way y'all don't talk to each other. Stop with that nonsense.
So all this 2-hour bullshit is about
all day and don't
his
do anything.
ID.
So you know each other and you talk to
his
each
confidence.
other. And if you didn't know each other and you weren't working together with all these people who are clearly guilty of trafficking and all sorts of charges out here, and that's the only reason why they have these little rinky-dink homes. They're not rich, right? And they're all a bunch of scrubs and they're broken poor. And you people are scared of Batman because you know I know the truth, right? And you know that I continue to be really good at my job. That's what it is, boy. And that's what it's always been on, some gangster stuff. We on a gangster tip over here. What you talking about? You see what I'm saying? How delusional folks start believing their own nonsense? They start telling themselves, oh, it's all different. All the reality is different. And they start warping everything and warping the minds of others. Like, see, right there. That's why you can't be listening to failures. Real talk, because they just going to feed you a line of nonsense, right? That's what they do. I'm saying the military does it. The military send them all out on dummy missions all day. That's basically y'all operate like the military. Military is all y'all's hero, right? When the military's failed, lost every conflict, didn't win in Iraq, didn't win in Afghanistan, everyone who's even participates in it is a fool getting played. Why do you say that, huh? Why don't you say the truth? Can you imagine respecting them folks? Yeah, I'm going to respect people who couldn't think for themselves independently and realize that they was getting played. Yeah, right. People are a joke, bro. You better get real with yourself, homeboy, at some point. Seriously. It's downright sad, bro. It's sad and it's disturbing. It's disturbing to have a nation of just complete cowards, bro. Y'all be talking about ICE and all these different organizations. I ain't scared of none of them people, bro. All the same thing, just a bunch of softies, bro. That's why, like, they can't even make their arrest. They go to neighborhoods. You didn't see that video? They go to the neighborhood and the neighborhood runs them off. Like, you sad, bro. You don't even know how to do your job. They don't even know how to make arrests. That's the truth. They such a joke. They don't even know how to do their job. Yeah. What are you talking about? All y'all say these things and talk about these people like they're somebody. I mean, they ain't nobody to me. And I could care less because I'm definitely an American citizen, right? Who finally got my ID. Is that why y'all didn't want me to have an ID? That probably is it. I mean, these people are so evil and weird. That's what they do. They try to role reverse everything here. I remember at the checkpoint, I'd get on the checkpoint and y'all know, like, I'm clearly an American citizen, right? I go to the checkpoint out here and go up north. And out of all the folks with me on that bus, they pull me to the side almost every time. That's how corrupt they are. They must have me on a list or something because of Carly Fiorina or something, right? And they pull me to the side, questioning me, like, what are you questioning me for, bro? Like, can you see what I look like? Like it's like I get, like, I'm out of all these people from Mexico, I'm the one that gets questioned. Like, make that make sense. Like, and the Border Patrol agents are all Mexican. And you're going to sit here and play these games, and he questioning me like, do you have your papers? Do you have your papers? ¿Tienes papeles? Like, well, yeah, I brought this journal with me on my vacation. I do like to write from time to time. See, you don't get, I be playing with you folks. I'm an empath genius. Like, you don't get it. I just don't take none of you serious because you're not serious people. You're all a joke. See, that's why you don't understand me, because you're so far behind me mentally, you can never catch up. I'm a literal genius, bro. I'm running circles around you people. So when I tell you that I ran circles around you financially,
I'm a little
no,
genius.
I ain't playing little.
It's okay.
My goodness. Well, yes, sir. Sometimes I like to write in my diary. I do have some papers.
Wheels on the bus go
I have quite a few papers actually.
Pounding.
Would you like to read my memoirs? As last I checked, I'm an American citizen. I don't need any papers. Like, literally, I have to look at them like, I'm only half, right? I mean, come on, I'm half. Okay, look at me. Like, yes, but you're half. And we count the half. The half is a part of a whole. But what about all the rest of them here that are full? We don't care about that. We only care about the halves. The halves are a little more suspicious. Y'all think I'm kidding, bro. They look at me every time when I used to come through in my vehicles. They would take the stripes off my car. Just brought a brand new Mitsubishi Eclipse. They just take the strip off the car. That's how corrupt they are. And you think all that stuff ain't getting brought up in court too? Nah, Border Patrol corrupt as hell too. They take bribes.
Wherever he may be, at the golf course or in the spare bedroom at mom's
you all
house,
act like I
he's
do
got
this
his
career
phone
for no
plugged
reason,
into the
brother. I'm an
wall.
activist. You can't stop an activist who's righteous. You can't set me up. There's nothing you can do with me,
Just
bro.
like
I do this
shitting
for a
the bed.
living. I shut down your illegal organizations for a living. So any games that are being played at any time, that's just going to give me more court evidence. You're going to have to fork over more money. Keep paying me, baby. Yeah, I'm not just untouchable. I'm a walking piggy bank. Every time you talk to me, oh, that'll be another $5 million. I'm not even playing. Real talk. Every time you make contact with me, that's another $5 million. What? Watch when we get to court how much they're going to tell y'all got to pay me. Them corrupt departments going to give me every dime. They're going to pay me millions. What? That's why I'm so nice to you. Next time I'm going to be even more nice. Well, hello, sir. Would you like some donuts? Maybe I have some Dunkin' Donuts here. Let me see. Would you like white powdered or extra crispy? Because I love feeding donuts to who's going to be paying me millions.
Pocket donuts.
I mean, do you not like when walking money comes around? Because I sure do. Yeah, see, they had it all wrong. They thought that they thought this was the opposite situation. They thought like I was like a fish and they was like a a stork or something. And it was really that y'all were just the regular, I don't know, regular whales or dolphins, and you were talking to the megalodon. This entire time, I'm the megalodon, dude. Like I come out of the Mariana Trench and stuff. Like, what up?
All right, here we go.
Like, what's goody?
Pilicum, the orca should be coming up.
Can you imagine? That's what they do. They try to plot on a megalodon. Like, okay, you go right ahead. Fishermen would tell you, like, you go right ahead with that. Good luck. I ain't never seen so many passive aggressive fools ever, bro. Like that's that new generation. Same thing Breezy Brooks said. I told you she was spot on. She was spot on about all of it. Y'all set her up too, and I'm gonna bring that up in the Supreme Court too. Yep, I'm gonna try to come to bat for her too, for real. I'm gonna try to pay for legal counsel and everything, and file a lawsuit on that department out there. What is it, like Rockport or Rockdale or something? I think it's Alabama or Arkansas, right. Wherever she was. I'm gonna try to file a lawsuit. Real talk. I'll have her file it or whatever, but like I'll pay for legal counsel if I can. That's what I'm trying to do: raise funds so I can pay for people's legal counsel to defend against gang stalking. Ain't that what we need in this country?
Let's go, Trina.
There's no such thing as departments or agencies that do their job. There's such thing as corrupt departments and agencies all over this country who have already been caught trafficking. Okay, get real. And I'm talking the worst kind. See, we're here to protect the people. We're here to protect the people. We're here to protect the youth. Get it right. I'm the voice of the voiceless. I really defend the people who can't stand up for themselves. So when I tell you I'm Batman, I suggest next time you all listen. Golly, these people funny as hell. Like I said, folks never do their job. Like I said, what they do is satanic rituals, and they don't get Batman does everything that the depiction says it does. It's like I stand up to drunk dads. I stand up to whoever. All you got to do is call me when you need me. Straight up, Batman will be there.
Stand up to drunk dads.
I'll be there. You don't get it. I love it. Real talk. I do. I love the action and the funk. I ain't afraid of nobody, bro. No, I'm just trying to be smart with y'all little fake system because y'all salivating. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They really think they own something, bro. Like that corrupt one that was driving around in Brownsville. Remember that corrupt lady that was sitting there staring at me? Yeah, they be looking at me like they think I'm a fish or something. Like, homie, I'm a megalodon. You looking at a megalodon like I'm trout. Like you got things misconstrued. Like real talk. Like, oh, you people really think you evil? You really think you evil, and they don't even know an earth angel can get evil as hell. That's what's so funny about all y'all. Y'all be like, oh, I'm evil. You don't know the meaning of evil, buddy. Trust me, you don't. I mean, why do you think these Joker videos explain it? They keep saying you went full demon mode. You folks are soft. Trust me. You ain't it, partner. Oh, my God. That's what folks don't get. You could be talking to me, anybody in the street. I can totally flip the script. I turn into two different animals whenever I want. Like, that's what folks know. This is not fake. This is spiritual. It's real. I got the Holy
You're a
Spirit
fucking
within me, bro.
skinwalker.
You understand? I could be talking. I did it in jail quite a few times. Was sitting there talking calmly to folks. All of a sudden, I went 0 to 100. The whole energy in the room changed. The inmates was talking about he's crazy. That's what they said about me in jail.
Yeah.
All of them from down here. They was like, like they, you know how they say it, but yeah, they was like, no, he's crazy. That one right there, he's nuts. He's crazy.
Loco.
Like, no, we were all just sitting, and then all of a sudden he just flipped. He went ballistic. He stood up to the biggest guy in the cell and was like, "What's goody? Let's go, homie. Let's do it." And the big guy, he just put his head down. He didn't want no problem. See, that's the difference. Like, bro, I'm like a jailbird, like for real, and like y'all don't even know. I'm a street thug, homie. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm not a jailbird because I don't self-snitch. I'm not like the culture. When I get busy and get active, I keep my mouth shut. Seriously, not joking. That's how gangsta I am with it. Then I swing back through just to see what's going on. I'm just being real, man. That's the type of gangsta all you folks are talking to on here. I don't know who you thought you was dealing with, but it ain't me. Dude, I know that. Y'all be talking and typing. I know you ain't talking to me. I know. Real talk, none of you would ever talk to me no way. You understand? So like I said, now we got that established. We've been knowing that for the past, I don't know how many years, bro, for decades, bro. All y'all know who I am, bro. Quit getting on here playing, bro. Like I said, nobody plays with gangsters, huh? You understand? So yeah, like I said, let people be fake. Let them do what they do. I mean, that's all cool, but I run Mexico. Literally, I run everything next to Mexico. I'm a superstar next to Mexico. That basically means I run Mexico, literally. And Batman can go to Mexico and take that
2
over
hours
too. Don't you think it ain't like that? So you don't listen. I'm half Mexican, smart one.
Sounds like it's in slow-mo.
See, I'm a part of this culture. This ain't the other culture, okay? Real talk. I love tacos. I love burritos. I love beans. I love refried beans. I love enchiladas. This stuff is in me, partner. And I used to like Mexican women until I dated a couple of them. Then I realized who's really crazy. That's when I said, I don't want no problems. No, you win. You win the crazy competition. I'm okay. So I will continue to make folks laugh and put a smile on everybody's face while I win and completely dismantle this corrupt, fragile system in my sleep, because I am the Batman. And don't you ever forget that you are hearing an actual immortal vampire. That's right. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you tell yourself. You're all delusional. And again, I don't follow the same rules that you do. I don't care because I'm a vampire. Maybe one day you'll understand and process reality. Till then, we'll just continue to let you know. That simple, buddy. Like that's what they all do. They literally just sit there like, oh yeah, you're supposed to go along with the drill. We're all trying to mess you over. We're all jealous as hell of you. And we just can't stand the fact that you're 6'3". And oh, and that's in my ID too. They did measure me at 6'3". I'm 6'3", people. Woo-hoo! Yeah, I've been growing real tall. Oh, I'm a tall dude. Like I'm a giant. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what they all really mad at. Like I'm like 3 feet tall, and look at him. That boy right there is huge.
You ordered a replacement.
That man right there, he looks like a big redwood tree. Definitely not a cochila. Like you don't notice now at this point, like when I be talking to you folks now, I'm trying to work, like I'm gonna start standing up even straighter. I want to look even taller, so it looks like you're looking up at a mountain. I like how you bounced back right there, Ace. Good job. There you go. He made another account and came right back. There you go. Bouncing back like the Batman, Ace. There you go. Like I said, you just gotta calm it down a little bit, bro. You know, you're acting out of character. You're starting to act like these folks. Just calm down, bro. You know, you gotta use the right wording and language on this show. I don't care if it's in a chat, period. Like, no, come over here, come correct. You're more than welcome to be here, brother. I don't have no issue with you, but you know, just act right and do it the right way, please. That's all that I ask. You know, it's not asking much. You know, because we want to come on here and have fun, but you know, there's a way to have fun and there's a way to do things, and that's all I try to explain to people. You know, I'm a grown man, bro. You know, none of my decisions come from fear. My decisions come from being smart. You understand? And like I said, I've made it this far in the game, and I'm at a point where I can really be truthful with people, and I've always been truthful, but I can really be truthful now and tell people the truth about my life and things I go through, and you know, this is like a live reality TV show at this point. And that's what I'm gonna turn it into because I think that's the smartest business move. If you want me to be honest, what do you think about that, Ace? Like, let's be real and start really exposing these folks and what they on towards me and what they all doing. Because, like I said, they got them weird folks. They all feel some way and they jelly. Like I said, like that's crazy to me. And yet, all them folks, they be literally sitting there like praying that they win the lottery. Like, not joking. Like these folks all want to be rich. So I guess that's what it really all about. Because my old albums, like one of my first singles was called "You'll Never Be Rich." I was talking all sorts of mess, bro. Remember, I was rolling around in the Porsche paid for. I still have it. I just got to see if I can fix it because y'all had that mechanic that was jellied down here, or he just didn't know what he was doing. I think he did it on purpose. You know, I'm positive basically. But my point is, I was riding around with my white suit and everything, and like I said, living off of dividends. Like you folks don't get. You think that was money? You think that was money, brother? God is about to give me like I don't even know, like money that's incomprehensible to me, like way so much more than that than when I had like over 300,000 in the bank and owned a 50-acre property and had a whole estate on top of that with land, like all of that. God's gonna give me. He already told me so much more than that. Okay. So you can't be serious. Like I said, what is it y'all's business on here? And why are you trying to take things that I'm doing and tell me what I'm doing? Ace, I already have fangs. What do you mean? I got fangs. What are you talking about? Rob Rack talks about my fangs all the time. He's jealous of them. I got fangs right now, Ace. You can't see them in every video. Every video I see of me, I got fangs. Why do you think all this stuff happened, Ace? Because God made me the immortal vampire and I got fangs. That's exactly what I have. They're not going to be depicted the way they show you in the movies and stuff. This isn't Count Chocula, bro. I forgot what the hell I was talking about because of you, Ace. Now I can't even remember what I was talking about. But yeah, like I said, I'm
Like I
just saying,
said,
man, these folks ain't on nothing, bro. They ain't never been on nothing. And like I said, yeah, folks come here to hear me talk. Like I'm about self-preservation now. I'm about building my business up. Hopefully, you know, I'm just about building a future. I'm about going somewhere, building a future, building a business, and succeeding and progressing. And like, if folks ain't on that with me, I mean, then I don't really see what the point is and why we talking. What do we have to talk about? I mean, these people are jealous of anything I do, and that's all they do, and they want to create some kind of environment and culture where you know that's a topic. Like that ain't our thing over here. Like that's why I made those songs. You don't remember those songs? I can't remember how the one goes. I know it says "Your King." It says like "Make way for your King," right? Y'all remember? It
howdy
talks about it in there. It
ho,
says
howdy ho.
jealousy just ain't our thing or something like that. I'll remember when I hear it. I'll have to find it or something when I can. But like you
Howdy
know, I was
ho,
listening to
ho.
Tasman the other day. Everybody loves that song. Nobody messing with the Tasman. I'm a bad man rolling with a bad clan. Right? Maybe you know if you be around more. I'm
How,
wearing
how.
fabric right? Like songs like that, people love. What about the Dracula? Buddy, I'm trying to explain this to you, bro. Batman is Dracula. What do you think what I wear is? I'm Dracula. That's what Batman is. Batman is an immortal being. I don't know so much about a vampire, but that's just the way I see it. The first Batman, one of the first one, you need to watch it too. It's amazing. Is Batman versus Dracula? It's a cartoon, and it's awesome. Where he says his name is Alucard, and then he puts it in the mirror, and
Truth,
it's
Lobster.
Dracula. And you should watch that and look how he defeats Dracula. Like Batman's a really interesting character, and like I said, the depictions are all.
Shut up, Joey, for just a second. Lobster, you're welcome in. Did you get a view of the SpaceX fucking launch tonight? I know you're in the area.
All about me. So it's an actual prophecy, eh? So that's what Batman is. Batman was made to come up against actual vampires. But the trick that people don't get, and I think this is the point, is Batman, is a man of God and was built by God and literally was made immortal. Like I told you, I shouldn't even be here, bro. That's not a joke. If you pay attention to the videos, look at the videos real carefully and pay attention and just look at me and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm walking around off faith. I'm not supposed to be here. God tells me straight up what it is. He says, there's a reason why you're still breathing. Literally, he told me today. I'm not lying. So I'm being used for a purpose. So, I mean, I'm so much more appreciative of life and everything in it because I shouldn't be here, bro. Like, sincerely. I'm here because of faith and love and because I'm a good person. I'm here because God loved me and loved who I am and knows all I've done for people and that I, sacrificed it all and gave everything I could to everybody. And I do every day as Batman. So, I mean, what more can you ask for? That's the truth. But Batman is Dracula. That's basically what it is. Like the whole bat suit looks like Dracula. You see all these videos I'm dropping? That's Dracula, bro. You know what I mean? It's just Batman. It's like a different name for it, but it's basically the same thing. You know what I mean? But I truly believe Batman comes up against Dracula and the vampires. I think that's the point of it because there are real vampires. That's what y'all got to understand. I'm not training for regular stuff. I'm training to come up against mutants and vampires. Like, no joke. I'm not kidding. So that's my thing. Like, why do you think I'm always out at night and stuff? Like,
All
bro,
right,
I'm
Joey,
looking for problems.
let's
To be
stop at the
honest with you, I'm
nursery
gonna keep it
rhymes
a
now.
buck with you.
Let's wrap it up.
See, y'all go to conventional 9-to-5s and Batman's walking around at night like, man, I hope there's a vampire out there tonight. Like literally, bro, I'd be literally hoping, like, I just hope one day I run into one of these vampires. So it can validate what I've been saying forever and I can defeat them. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm for real. I'd be literally hoping for that stuff. Like, I hope there's a vampire around this. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all worry about jobs and money. I'm worrying about finding vampires to defeat. Do you think they're happy about it? No, they're going to duck me just like y'all duck me on YouTube. Then vampires are running
But
from
are
me.
we
They're
happy
scared,
about
you know what I
finding
mean? They're
jobs
like,
and
hey,
money?
Batman.
Yes.
He's looking for us again. Let's go hide underground. I will chase a vampire down for real, bro. Y'all think I'm kidding. I would not run away. I'll run towards. I did that before down here and won. I'll do it again, straight up.
So Joey will go hunt down other
Folks
vampires.
be thinking they
Men on
scary.
men
Think I'm gonna run
sex.
away. I run towards the problem. I don't run away.
Not
Are
a
you
vampire,
serious?
it's
If
a
I'm running
vampire.
away, it's because I'm smart and I just realize you're a waste of my time and I'm not going to, allow you to drag me down. Now, isn't that called being smart? Not scared of anybody. I'm a grown man. There's a big difference, buddy. Okay. There's a system sitting there salivating, waiting. Okay. I'm not going to give them what they want like you all do. You all can spend all your time in jails and prisons and courtrooms. I'm going to spend my time free, comfortable, happy. How about that? Real talk. And folks just don't get it. I've seen the devil in these folks. The devil uses try over and over again. Like there's got to be some way we can get him to go in a courtroom. There's got to be some way we can get him, get him, just keep on pushing him farther back. And every time that they try, like God keeps using it to make me stronger.
Yeah,
Ain't that a testimony? Every day, that's all they do. They all take 24 hours every day plotting how can we put him in a bad position. And God's like, nope, I'm going to exalt you in front of your enemies. God said, I will build a table for you before you, I will build a table for you in front of your enemies. God said, I will heal you and fix you in front of your enemies.
Does he have a Bible page open
Has
right
God
now?
not made me the strongest entity on this planet already? Yep.
He's reading.
You know what I mean? Y'all talk about eternal life. Has God not giving me and gifted me with eternal life if he made me immortal and I was able to make it this far through impossible things, and some of them are on the channel, video evidence that cannot be denied? What? Everything I went through can't be denied. If you're denying it, you're just denying reality, which means you deny God. Yeah, no problem. I'll continue to enlighten you. It's no problem at all. But yeah, I'm just being real. Batman is an immortal vampire. Why do you think I keep saying it? I'm real big on that. It's like my favorite title on here, to be honest. They said some nights you could dress as the Batman and some nights as Dracula. I think that would kind of throw people for a loop, Ace. It would confuse people a lot. They're not going to know, who's who, and they're going to be like, why is Batman dressing like Dracula? You want to confuse these people. They're confused enough, Ace. They don't need your help. And half of them are already drunk because that's all they do down here is drink. It's like Green Bay, it's just, it's the difference between I'm going to go to the Packers game and get lit to, as opposed to I'm going to go to the siesta tonight and I'm going to drink papitas. Like, what are we going to do today? Paco, what do you think? What did we do yesterday? We got drunk. Well, that's probably what we're going to do today. All right, Jesse. You know how you get rich? Selling beer down here. Real talk. Matter of fact, I need to invent my own beer. That's how I'll get rich down here. Hell, see, God just put that idea on my mind. God is real.
We're going to
All we
call
need
it
is some
piss.
hops, right? Yeah, I gotta make my own beer and sell that down here. I'll get filthy rich. I just need the licensing. I'm gonna do that.
Fermented piss. Let's go. 3.5%.
That's what they called me in jail. No joke, Ace. They called me Frankenstein in jail. You know where that comes from, though, right? Why they were calling me that? I had shorter hair. They were calling me that because they watched like the Transporter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Is that the one though? Yeah, Transporter, I think. Or no, it's the You Know What Race. That movie, and they call him in that movie. They call Jason Statham Frankenstein. That's why they was calling me Frankenstein because I'm built like Jason Statham, and all I would do is work out and do push-ups. So that comparison has been made down here and made quite a few times in a few different places. I kind of look like him sometimes and move like him. So I could see why someone would make that depiction, but I'm not him. Of course, I'm a lot taller too. But I don't know a lot, but yeah, he's pretty short. I think he's like 5 foot something. But yeah, I mean, you know, like, I mean, it's a compliment. I like Jason Statham. He's pretty cool. Yeah, Frankenstein's cool too. But yeah, that's what they called him. That was his
Jesus
name in
Christ.
that movie. And You Know What Race movie. And even in that movie, it depicted kind of the truth, because the prison warden was a lady who was always in her mood, like most of them are. So the lady was taking it out on him, and she just would, make everything, as hard as possible for Jason Statham, and didn't want him to get out the prison. And then he wins the race, I think, and earns his freedom. So, and they were using the prisoners as entertainment, and I bet you at some point that's coming too around the corner, because in the days and age we are with all this entertainment and phones and screens and all that, I mean, you think that's not next? That's what's coming next, buddy. Straight up, y'all better get ready. They're going to start using people and prisoners as entertainment, and just like that, they don't care about you. Real talk, y'all better wake up, man. Yeah, I'm not here to talk about him, man. I ain't worried about that penguin, bro. That penguin is fell off completely. He's jelly as hell, and you can look at his little videos because he doesn't even release them because he gave up on himself, just like everyone around him gave up and on everyone, and he gave up on everyone around him. All he ever did was give up. All he ever did was be jelly. The reason why he's so disgruntled and in his feelings, he's another one that's
1:30 in the
angry.
morning for
And the
Joey.
reason he's angry is because, like I said, I took the excuse away that they had because he was just sitting there, and he was doing what he was doing, and he was on them yamps. Y'all know what that means. He was on them yamps, and he was begging, and he was he was basically mooching off the funds of everyone else around him, and that's all he continues to do. But
Yep.
he didn't know how to build a career. He won't go get a job. He's lost every job he ever had. This is the truth, and he wanted to talk behind my back and make up lies on my name, right? But the thing is now, because I've succeeded with this, and that's why I kept pushing because I knew I would. Now it takes away his excuse. Now there's no excuse as to why aren't you working for real? Why aren't you successful? Why haven't you made something of yourself? I mean, I don't know how old he is. He's probably older than me. I'm 36. He's got to be up there in his high 30s, late 30s to early 40s, if not higher, somewhere around there. So I mean, you know, he's never built anything for himself. He's never made any money like me. I mean, that's why I can't be around folks like that have the audacity to say that people make more money than me. I mean, you got to get real with yourself, brother. I got bank receipts for this stuff. I mean, Charles Schwab said they deleted my bank records, which is a crime. Okay, that's what they said. I don't care what y'all say. That's what they told me straight to my face. I went in the branch in Austin and asked, I need my bank records for this, and they said we don't have them. Yeah, that's what I
Because you
was saying.
cashed
I was
out the
like, so y'all
inheritance,
delete bank records
close the
now? Like, what are
account.
you
You
talking
don't
about?
have it anymore.
Like, that's how jelly folks are to me. The government's so jelly, they try to delete my bank records. Like, I spent the money already. You know what I mean? Like, that's the point. Like, no, I fired my own broker. I said, I don't need you. And I didn't. I had people telling me I would call them and they tell me, I strongly advise you don't do this. Like, don't liquidate this bond. Why not? I made every right decision in life. When you young, spend your money and compete and come up and be the best. And then when you get a little older like me, 36, God's going to give you another chance like he's going to give me if you're really righteous and a good person. And now I'm going to be sitting on more money than I've ever had and way more money than that. So I was right to spend my money. So quit sitting on here hiding and trying to tell me that I did things with my money that I didn't, or that I did something wrong when God already gave divine confirmation and told y'all straight up, I did everything right, homie. I didn't do anything wrong. What are you talking about? I'm a baller, bro. That's what Carly Fiorina used to say with her narcissistic lying self. Literally, y'all think this is a game. She's the one who put these people up to it on here. I already know, allegedly, but it's obvious, right? Yeah, she used to email. She made up lies
The
on my
original
father.
Wells
She lied
Fargo
on
too,
everybody,
right?
and who cares? Like, and you poor and you failed at HP. Is there any more to say? You literally own nothing, and you have no money. You want to talk about somebody's crazy? That one is crazy right there. She has no touch with reality. She's completely delusional. And yeah, she would say stuff she's like, you need to learn how to budget money. No, you need to learn how to divide my trust correctly and give me enough to cover my expenses. And that's what I told her. Smart one. I should have all the emails still possibly. I can prove it all in court, buddy. Like, no, like you should be like, first of all, you should have resigned as trustee when I asked you, right? Like my dad wanted me to sign a document and I just was scared and didn't know what was going on because I was a kid. So I didn't sign it to get her to resign. So he was already trying to warn me. So I know he loved me because he tried to help me. But you folks don't talk about that, right? So like I said, nah, like you could have resigned. You should have resigned. And when I asked, and it's that simple, and to sit there and that's what she would do. She would give me less and not enough to cover what I need to cover. And yeah, she was trying to give me where I was in a position, just like they did with that church group where I'm like stranded in another state or something. Like these people evil as hell, bro. You know what I mean? Like for sure, we have a lawsuit with that. Like Carly Fiorina is guilty of so many crimes. You could say allegedly, but it's tons of crimes, bro. Like real talk. I don't know what y'all talk about, man. Like those are real federal indictments too. You understand? Like, no, that lady is a criminal. I don't care what none of you say. We'll say allegedly, but I mean, it ain't alleged because it's happened. It's happened in front of everyone. But we'll say allegedly. I mean, she allegedly, stole my middle name and gave it to Sam. That's what Clara did, right? And then she allegedly did all this stuff with my money. Like, no, there's way more money in that trust, bro. Get real, man. Even my dad said that, bro. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. Come up off my money and give me my properties. God already told me there's a safe deposit box with my name on it. It's going to have deeds to properties and everything that I'm owed, right? That they took because they stole my inheritance and none of them even did anything with it. None of them are rich. You understand? They're all going to have to cough up my inheritance now. They got to give it to me. Real talk. The FBI and the feds are watching, bro. You don't think they're on to this? These people and what they're doing? Come on, bro. It's been going on for decades, huh? Real talk. Like, nah, they should have made arrests and already done it, bro. Give me what's mine. Oh, actually, there's a reading and download just came out. You want to know how real God is? There's a reading and download. It just came out. I think it was earlier today. It said there's an official traveling to go see you and talk to you about money and estates. So it's coming. They have to send a lawyer, bro. There's going to be some lawyer, I'm predicting and guessing, probably from Cali, and they're going to come talk to me at some point here. Whoa, hold on.
What happened? What happened?
And
All right.
that's all the money that you
I
have
had
to
to go take a
understand.
fucking
God
piss.
will wait to release your funds until you're ready. And that's what all this work was for, to get me ready, because I'm Batman, the real thing. So he had to get me ready first, and then he's going to
Stu,
give me the
any of
money.
these
You think
retarded
God did all
tarot
this for no
readers
reason?
online, you
You
just
think I
fucking
set
watch it.
226 world records and I'm doing 130 full extension pull-ups for no reason? Come on, bro. He's using me for a larger purpose. It's common sense that the money has to come next, so he can give me the funds so I can change the world and save the world. That's what Tupac was talking about. Me, Tyree Sneed. That's the truth. Just imagine me with all this strength and power and resilience and knowledge and genius, and then with millions and millions and millions, possibly billions and trillions of cash dollars, and with the mind I got. I mean, God already told me Christina and I are going to build a real estate empire together. So, like I said, when y'all come on here, man, like I said, there's nothing wrong with me talking to the people on here, whether they're women or men or whoever. I'm going to communicate with directly now with the people who support me. I don't understand why y'all are talking as if I need your permission. I clearly don't. I mean, we don't even, like, we're not friends. We don't talk. What are you talking about? So that stuff is crazy to me, and I think it has to do with the same thing with these exes that can't get over me. And so anytime I talk to a female, they get all in a frenzy and start doing that weirdo stuff as if that's going to prevent or stop me from communicating with people. I mean, why are you concerned about me having normal business conversations with women? That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Like, I talked to Christina about all this. You are not Christina. You don't speak or think for Christina. Christina's fully aware that I'm going to talk to everyone and run a business. And she told me I would never get in the way of your money. And I want you to build a modeling agency. And I think that's awesome. If it makes you happy, I'm all for it. So what are you talking about? There's never going to be an issue with me communicating with people.
I
So you
need
can't just say there's
Trina.
an issue when there isn't. Do
I
you see
need
what
to
I'm saying? That's what
communicate
they
with
do. They try
Trina
to
through
act like, because it's
email
all they're
right now,
creating
and
and
I
it's
need her
still
couch.
fear. There's no fear over here, brother. I'm not afraid. I'm not sabotaging. That's why I be getting, unsubscribing from a lot of your channels too, because y'all use those words and stuff. Y'all be like trying to send indirect messages like I'm doing something wrong through your fake readings. Like, no, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Standing up for myself and taking action and talking to people. Are
Yeah,
you
that's what
serious right
sucks.
now?
That's what I think sucks about religion. I'm not going to get into a battle of it right now, but myself, a lot of kids are forced into a religion. They're not given like, yeah, you got to go do this. I mean, especially back in the 70s and shit like that, that was almost required. But people aren't like, well, I don't know. My kids are grown. Are kids given their own decision to whether they want to get into religion or not, or are they forced into it because their parents are? I don't know. That's it.
So yeah,
Yes,
like I
Nicky,
said,
we're fucking
fact is we got them
marathon
all in
here,
their
2.5
feelings.
hours,
They
bud.
can't catch up. We making money. They not. Rob Rack ain't making no money. So it's
We're
a
2
pretty
minutes
good day.
behind and he's still fucking ripping.
You know what I mean? I support everyone, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying the homie had a lot of negative stuff he would never say in front of me to say, but yet you still homeless and live in a Roach motel room. Daria, oh Daria. Come on, bro. Daria is like a 2 on the scale. Get real with yourself. And that's being nice. My girl Christina is like a 100 on a 1 to 10 scale. She's 100. My girl fine as hell. He don't want to let me talk though. When I try to tell him that, he like to interrupt and he says, "What you're not going to do is talk while I'm talking." And I say, "You want to bet?" And then I keep talking over him. And I do the same thing in person. You wouldn't say nothing to me in person. Real talk, you'd be quiet as a mouse. All that fake stuff he pull on the internet, bro. You know you ain't built like that, man. Stop that stuff, cuz he like real talk. You soft, like soft as a cupcake. Real talk. I'm telling you, when we go to Sacramento and we on this Batman tour and I'm running the country and I'm coming up against all these gangs and I'm winning right in front of your face, because I think we're going to just do it televised in front of everyone. I don't even know if my identity is going to be hidden, but either way, we're going to do it straight up and it'll be on camera. The video's coming out somewhere. So y'all going to see the real action. And my point is, when I'm in Sacramento and getting busy, you think he's going to be talking the way he talking and all? Nah, he's going to be hiding inside and they're going to be stuttering. Same thing with Groovy Jimmy. I'm trying to go to Katy, Texas right now. All efforts are towards making enough money where I have a budget and I can go visit and go to Katy, Texas, and hopefully find a spot so I can be there temporarily.
Hell
and
yeah.
bring my bat suit so I can go be Batman in the streets and go live. That's what y'all don't get. I take things personally. I thought we don't
get Joey Sneed out of the comforts of Brownsville, Texas, and Rancho Viejo and Balboa, 305 Balboa. Get him somewhere else where he doesn't have the comfort of going back to the fucking comforts of familiarity at the golf course, at the bathroom, the park, the bathroom, the workout area, mom's backyard, wherever it may be. Get him the fuck out of town. Then be homeless. If it takes a couple bucks, so be it.
We don't take our work personally. We don't
create more misery in his life. It's worth it. It's not
so when you
the
say
cow.
my name and you mouth off, like I said, I don't have any issue. I mean, Groovy Jimmy is, whatever. He's all right. I'm not against him, nothing like that. But just the fact that you want to keep pretending with me on here and playing these games, I don't feel any way, partner. I could care less about you or what you do. I mean, like I said, you're already doing it to yourself. You're already lost. I already defeated you. But my whole point is, I mean, you really want to get on here and play these games and pretend? Okay, no problem. So my answer and my response is I can go be Batman in Katy, Texas. And then what are you going to say? Because, I mean, if I actually do this, which I plan on doing, I mean, you already know I'll run the whole city. I'll run Katy, Texas quickly, and I'll really be in the street. You know what I mean? So he has no excuse. He can't say, oh, well, he's not real or this and that. Like, now I run your hometown. So now what? You feel me? Like, no, I like, I'd like to meet him. I'm not against him. You know what I mean? I'm against the decisions he makes. I'd like him to make a lot better decisions, but I just think he's an impressionable young mind and he's making a lot of mistakes. I tried to help him and say, go the other direction the right way, That's what I tried to do.
He's still going. I may have about a half hour left in me.
But he don't listen.
And we'll see what happens.
All you know how to do is think like a criminal. Just like Rob Whack. Rob Whack, oh, Rob Whack, Whack, oh, Rob Whack. I mean, I could tell in 5 seconds Groovy Jimmy going back to prison if he's ever been there. He going to prison. I mean, he on an FBI watch list now. Like, you can't tell me Rob Rack ain't. Rob Rack's thinking he gonna make digital money and all that. Brother, you know how many illegal statements you made in that Roach motel room?
That being said, I pretty much have covered him from fucking sun up to sundown today. Probably safe to say after this one tonight, I'm going to take tomorrow off and do some shit.
And he leave the videos up. He's so slow. You think the feds and FBI ain't
So if
looking
anyone
at all
wants
the
to step
videos
up,
like,
feel free.
Here's one crime. Here's another illegal statement. Here he's crashing out again. Every day you get up and crash out, bro. And the crazy part is you look like crazy when you do it. Like, you look like you just woke up. I don't know what your deal is. You just lost completely. Like, all of you. Y'all need help. Like, you look like someone that literally I would see and be like, brother, do you need a sandwich or something? Like, for real. If I saw Rob Rack in the street, I'd be like, bro, do you need something? You need a sandwich? Is you all right? But these the people that want to get online and talk crazy. That's sad, bro. Real talk. It's genuinely sad. I don't think it's funny. I think it's sad. You know what I mean? Real talk. It's genuinely sad. Because these are the people who need my help, and they can't just man up and let it out and have a good cry. And admit, Tyler, I need your help. I'm homeless in a Roach motel room and I'll never succeed. And I just want to make digital money and I just want to be like you because you're my hero, Batman. Please help me, Batman. Help me, save me. Please save me from this forsaken hotel Roach motel. Please help me get a pick for my afro so my hair won't stop looking so out of place and nappy. Please save me, Batman. Save me. When Batman shows up, I could never save your hairdo. Look at it. Nothing I can do for you, Rob. You should have bought a pick for your fro a long time ago. With that money Daria and your family's giving you because you're entitled. You folks think it's a game and think it's funny. Like, no, I just show up and pop out of bushes and stuff, like at night, like I drop from bridges, seriously, like upside down, like, hello, Groovy Jimmy, the fake Crip. How are you doing tonight? I heard you were on an FBI watch list. Real talk. Y'all really think I'm playing too. They think it's a game. They think I'm joking. Like, I'm literally telling you, like, Batman will just come out of the sky upside down, like in New York, right in front of you folks, like, hello, Tone Space. How are you doing in the red triangles?
Yeah, Star Trek.
You don't look six, whatever, what he say was, like 6'7". You don't look 6'7" from this angle, buddy. You need to quit lying about your height. Like, these folks, they funny to me. They all gonna be my biggest fans because they know I'm the real deal. Even Groovy Jimmy said at one point, he said, I'm in full support of it. Like, I want somebody in full support of me that get down the way we do. Like, I want my supporters to have jobs and stuff and careers. I don't want you to, your claim to fame is now you're on an FBI watch list, you know what I mean? And you're a complete criminal. Like, I don't even want you as my fan, literally. I mean, it sucks. Like, get your act together, bro. You looking like the Woffords out here, literally. Like, every time I tune into the Woffords, too, they story just get worse and worse. And who predicted it? They act like I'm not intuitive and don't got a gift to predict the future. I done told y'all. I told y'all. He went against God. He went against God's son. He didn't take my offer. Until you sign over that little patch of grass you got out there in Demington,
give me the goddamn generator.
For free, okay? God is just going to keep bringing it to you, homie. I done told you this. That boy, he getting chased down by the sheriffs and stuff, and they on the run. I don't know if they're going to end up putting a warrant out for the Whopper's arrest. I mean, Shelly's just losing it every day, manic, complaining, whining, crying, all like a whole mess. You know what I mean? Can't even sleep. They out there. It's freezing out here. Can you imagine how freezing cold it is out there? And they like, we don't have this, we don't have that. And then, like I said, they're giving them a hard time because of, the obvious, like I said, that we explained to them. We told them what to do, bro. They don't want to listen and take advice. Like, yeah, things are going to suck for you. They talking about, we want to make it home. You don't have a home. You got a patch of grass. Get real, sister.
You
You
got
don't
to
have a
patch a
home. You got a
toilet.
trailer that's falling apart. And when it gets cold like this and the wind starts picking up, it's just a fact the wind is going to blow that small thing over. Real talk. They was getting light winds and the whole trailer was already shaking, about to bend and fall over. I mean, it's gonna pick up is what you don't get. Like that desert wind, that ain't no game, bro. That thing will literally blow that whole trailer over easily. Are you serious? It'll turn it over, bro. Like what? They got tornadoes sometimes out there and dust devils. You can't be serious. That's like literally, that's like the worst plan I've ever heard. Everything that you all do, because Charles can't think, is the worst plan ever. Like, yeah, let's just go across the country and beg for a living. Like, what did you just do? Yeah, and then while we're out here begging and we don't even have enough money to do anything for ourselves, why don't we feed the homeless while we're at it? Like what? Like, if you ever talk to Charles Wofford, that's how the conversation, like, check out this guy right here. Like, is he, somebody come look at this. Like, he's, come look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Thank
And then he
fuck,
talk
he's
about
ended it.
feeding the homeless, and every breakfast I saw you gave the homeless was under.
Oh, God damn it, chat. We've done it. We fucking did it. He's ended. I mean, we still got 4 minutes to go with stuff. And then I'm going to subject it to a cheesy fucking song at the end because, God damn it, I deserve it. 2 hours and 41 minutes we've been going right now. Let's finish this shit up.
Proportion. Like, you ain't feeding the homeless, you making the homeless more
Fuck
hungry.
my ass.
If you gave me a breakfast plate like that, I might throw it away in front of you like, oh, hell no, you didn't just do that. Ain't no way you just went that light on my egg. Ain't no way. I just throw it away and get me something better. That's crazy.
You know what? I'm going to crack another beer just
straight,
because.
I'm going to McDonald's to get you. There's something wrong with those two, bro. Like, you could tell. That's why they got them habits. They just like these people on here. You know what I mean? They were claiming that these people were giving them a hard time, and then you side with them, right? Just like all y'all do, and take their little fake donation money. You don't want to talk about that, though, do you, homie? Right? You know what I mean? Like, brother, and I sat here and I offer you help, man. I said we're going to try to help them. You know what I mean? Like, I try to help all you folks, but like I said, that's my next goal, man. I need all y'all to super chat, donate, please. Please donate so I can access the cash. We still doing decently. We got a long way to go financially.
Decently.
Yeah. Hair might be mine. Yeah.
Oh, God. Hair. It might be mine.
Think so. My hair is getting long as hell. But yeah,
He's
like
got
I said,
hair
bro,
in his
I
mouth
mean, let
and
them all
doesn't
be
know
mad.
who
They're
it
going to do
is.
what it do. We're going to have the chat open. We're going to try to interact with people. And like I said, we're going to keep on making
Oh,
money.
that
and
almost
getting paid,
made it
bro.
worth
I don't
it.
care how folks feel, bro. You feel any way you want about my success. Don't mean I'm going to stop succeeding. You know what I mean? If you feel some way about me succeeding, then that gives me more incentive to succeed more on you.
Cheers.
Ain't that how it should be? Ain't that how it should be? But yeah, like I said, let these folks do what they do. I don't care. You know what I mean? It don't affect me because what you don't make me, I mean, you know what I mean? It's a waste of my time, bro. That's what folks don't get. They be all over the internet like, yeah, we showing him. Like, yeah, you showing me that you can't think too well. Because I'm over here good. I'm Gucci. I'm not like Charles Wofford and Shelley Wofford. Like, I told them the right advice. Like, park in a parking lot, go get a job at Carl's Jr., put on the little Carl's Jr. top hat, and sell some burgers. I mean, that's a future for you. Literally, I mean, you could really make something of yourself doing that. Work your way up to a managerial position, but
20
they
bucks
all
an
lazy and
hour
they
in
don't want to work.
California.
That's the truth. You would have taken my advice, brother. You'd be in a much better position. Instead, you're just going to run away because you run away from your problems. Run away from the pain. You like all of them, bro. That's all of them do. All of them know how to do is run away from their problems and then come online hiding and project. That's what they do. That's why they all got to pick a scapegoat. And I'm not your scapegoat. I'm not nobody's scapegoat, and I ain't nobody's target. And now you know.
Now you know.
Just like I've been telling you all these years. So yeah, like I said, let them do what they do.
Burp. Like
I don't care. Just come on here and pay me, and we good. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute, man. I appreciate it.
Well, hopefully you don't talk to us in a minute. So what we learned here today is Joey got his ID back. Joey also missed his check, most importantly, for next month. So all those super chats Trina was trying to troll him with, he's not going to see until next month. So job not well done. What else? That's about it. We've been here too long. Main thing is Joey's been run out of town, and he was talking about the cops taking his ID, or I was, and getting his ID back, and all the run-ins with the cops last couple days, and over at his buddy Lucius's place, and the cops the other night at the golf course being G-checked by the golf course grannies. Excuse me, it's been here for a long time. Almost 3 hours. We're gonna go. God damn it! I had it fucking right there. What did I do? Golf cart grannies. Let's go.
Up. I got a tale to tell about a neighborhood where the grannies dwell. They're cruising in their golf carts, feeling fly. Got one mission, chase Joey's Sneed, gotta say goodbye. Granny's on the hunt, Joey's on the run. Golf carts and gray hair, the chase has just begun. They're rolling through the streets with the
Thank you guys.
Get out of here, Joey, you can't stand fire. She's a leader of the pack, got her orthopedic shoes and a coffee in a flask. Granny may believe she's got the skills to pay. She's drifted through the cul-de-sac, Joey's in disarray. Granny's on the hunt, Joey's on the run. Golf carts and gray hair, the chase has just begun. They're rolling through the streets with a fierce cry. Get out of here, Joey, you can't stand fly. Joey's trying to lose, I'm taking corners tight, but the grannies are hot on his tail day and night. They're like a crew of senior citizen ninjas. Joey's got nowhere to hide, he's in a world of bangers. Granny Doris, she's got the magic touch. She's blocking Joey's escape with her walker clutch. Granny Helen, she's a speed demon queen. She's racing through the hood like a golden age mean machine. Granny's on the hunt, Joey's on the run. Golf carts and gray hair, the chase has just begun. They're rolling through the streets with a fierce cry. Get out of here, Joey, you can't stay in fire. So Joey's Sneed, he's hot sailing it out. The grannies wanna taste without a single doubt. They're the neighborhood watch with their vengeance so sweet. Joey won't be coming back, the grannies made it clear. Can't you feel the beat?
Golf cart grannies, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, that's all I got. It's been a minute. That was a long one. I'm pooped from that. Anyway, chat, appreciate y'all coming in, everyone. Gonna get
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.